you're giving us that cool intro too, right?
Whenever. Not really, but we'll make it sound good.
Testing, 1 2, check 1 check 2. Can you hear me okay in there?
I can hear you good.
Good deal.
I can hear myself good. I don't know about you all.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Harlan County High School, Coal Miners Memorial Stadium at Needham Sailor Field. Mark Lawson here back with you tonight to bring you great action, along with my co-host, Mr. Britt Lawson. Good to have you back with me in here.
Good to be here.
It's great to have my nephew along with me for this game tonight, which should be a good one. We have the Whitley County Colonels coming in to face off against the Harlan County Black Bears. I'm telling you, these are two teams that are kind of familiar with each other. I was looking over on John Henson's webpage. If you've not checked it out, you need to check it out. It's www.harlancountysports.com. He's got some great articles on there, and he was talking about these two teams. They played every season from 2009 all the way up to 2018, and they've split in those games. Those 10 games in that span went 5-5 each. They were in the same district for a while, as Harlan was classified as 5A school. So these two teams are kind of familiar with each other, but, we have brand new teams. They've not faced each other in 2 years. What are you thinking about tonight, Britt?
I'm excited. I'm ready to see Harlan County's line and seeing them against Whitley, see if they can push through and run that power offense that they have.
Because I really think that's where a lot of it's going to start. It's going to start on the line, both the offensive line and the defensive line. We know that Harlan County, they've had that strong ground game so far, and a lot of that push coming from those offensive linemen. I call them the hogs. They're the ones that, they don't get a lot of the glitz and the glamour, but they're the ones making the holes for the running backs to hit. And it's, and that's one of the things I've always talked about. It's not a fancy position to play, and it's a lot of hard work. But I tell you what, it can make or break a team.
That's about what I was about to say.
But it's obvious that they've done a good job so far in the season. You look at DeMarco Hopkins. He has rushed for 413 yards on the season so far. He's averaging 10.1 runs a carry, 10.1 yards a carry. You got Luke Carr, he's also rushed. He's rushed for 258 yards so far. He's averaging 7.6 a carry, and even Josh Sargent, the fullback, Big Josh, he's averaging 5.5 a carry. And Thomas Jordan, even in the runs he's had, he's averaging 6.9 a carry. And I think that says a lot about that offensive line.
Yeah, that's a lot for an offensive line.
And in the first game we saw a heavy dose of the run. Harlan County, as we know, they played South Laurel in their first game. They won that game. They were able to come away winners in that one. They rushed for 527 yards in that game and only allowed 5 rushing yards against South Laurel. So that's huge right there. It says a lot about the defense and the offense right there. Still working on our passing game. That's something we're trying to improve on little by little. Only 34 passing yards in that game, and we gave up 165 passing yards. And that's the other side of the ball that we've really had to work on as well, is our secondary and working with our DBs, because a lot of offenses now are starting to be quarterback heavy. Mm-hmm. A lot of passing going on. We saw that last weekend when we were in Hazard. We got to watch the Bulldogs. That game, you look at the score, you saw the final was 48-24. Hazard defeated Harlan County. But Harlan County still had 278 rushing yards, 278 yards on the ground.
They were not stopping their run game at all.
They really weren't. And it seemed like every time we would get momentum going, a flag would hurt us. We had a lot of flags in the first game against South Laurel. I know you weren't here for that game with me. We had a lot of penalties there, and we talked about we got to clean that up. It doesn't hurt you as bad when you're winning. A penalty will not hurt you as bad, but if you start getting those flags as you're behind and trying to come back, it really hurts. And but we had a lot of flags in that game against Hazard, and it hurt us. We did give up 281 rushing yards. We were missing two of our key players, one of them, being Carter Howard, big on defense. You also have Jonas Swanner, a lot of speed back there as a DB.
That'll help us that secondary.
That really well. And I think that's one thing that really hurt us against Hazards, not having that speed back there. And not having Carter rushing the ball. And even, Will Cassim had been sick. He'd even told me going into the game of Hazard, he's like, no, I'm not at 100%. He's like, I'm at about 50%, but he still played and did the best he could with that. Carter will definitely be back this evening, as well as Jonah. I don't know if he's going to be back or not. I know that he was at school today. He's out of quarantine. Everything's good with him. Told me he was feeling okay. Said he didn't get too sick. So hopefully he's going to be able to be out there and play in this evening, because that will really help our team out a lot. I tell you what hurt us last week was, let's just be honest, it was Max Johnson.
Beast. That
kid was all over the field. He was a key in the Hazard loss. We knew he was a good player going in, but, he played a great game. He had a kickoff return, the opening kickoff return, ran it back for a touchdown. We came out, had our drive stalled, we punted, he ran the punt back for a touchdown. And I do believe one of those was a 70-yard return, one of them was a 72-yard return. Just amazing on special teams, so special teams really did hurt us in that game. He even had a pick six and took it back to the house, scored that way, and also added a rushing touchdown. So it was kind of it was one of those situations where he was doing a little bit of everything for the Bulldogs, and it kind of showed up big for them in that game. Now we look at Whitley County, some of the games that they have played so far. They've played two games so far, and they are 0-2, but I'm telling you what, they played two pretty good teams. Their first game was against Perry County Central. They lost that game by a touchdown, 20-13. They were held to 179 yards on offense in that game. They had 50 rushing, 129 passing, and they gave up 277 total yards of offense. Now, both of their touchdowns in that game were passing touchdowns, so we're looking at a team that's going to want to pass the ball some again. Mm-hmm. So our secondary is going to have to step up in this game once again.
I'm excited to see how their defense does against our offense, because with 50 rushing yards, that's not much at all. So.
Yeah, and I'm anxious to see that as well. I want to see if we're able to stop the run like we did against South Laurel. Mm-hmm. And like I said, we were talking about at the beginning, a lot of it starts up front. Can our D-line get push against their O-line to close those gaps and fill those holes? The other loss, of course, came to Corbin last weekend for Whitley County. Let's just be honest, Corbin has an amazing team this year. They lost that game 45-0. They were held to 140 yards on offense in that game. They had 81 rushing, 59 passing yards, and they gave up 531 yards on defense in that game. That was something that's it's Corbin. I don't know a lot of teams that are going to go in and beat Corbin right now. Corbin is just playing outstanding football, and they're doing a great job at that. But I tell you what, I'm looking forward to this game here this evening. A lot of people are back and forth about who's going to win this game. I even saw that one stat line had us as, I do believe it was 14-point underdogs in this game.
14 or 12.
I'm going to try to find that real quick. Looks like they had us at a minus. Nope, that was last week. Let me look right here. I've got it right here somewhere in my stats. I'm trying to find it for you guys. They have us at a minus
12.
Minus 12. Whitley is minus 12, so that puts them in the favor of winning the game. And a lot of people don't agree with those stats. They don't agree with those odds. And I honestly do believe this is going to be a great football game here this evening.
I'm very excited.
I'm really pumped to watch it. And I tell you what, we'll come back and talk a little bit more about some of the other action going on in just a few minutes, but we'll be back in just a moment. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service, including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels, including 25 music channels. Plus, you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the able cable system.
Nobody's going to pay attention to that.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201. Phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care LLC.
Appalachian Community Care LLC and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201. Phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care LLC.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. But if you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939.
Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System. Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Welcome back, everyone, to Harlan County High School. Tonight's matchup, the Whitley County Colonels come into town to face off against your Harlan County Black Bears. We want to talk a little bit more about some of the other action going on across the region, across the state of Kentucky. Britt, one of the things I was kind of disappointed with, we have a lot of cancellations today. Not just today, but just across the last little bit. I believe we've had like 25 different games that have been canceled. And I saw some being canceled even today. Right around lunchtime.
Some good matchups, too.
Yeah, they really were. The Hazard and Breathitt County game, that was canceled due to the COVID cancellation policy. South Laurel and Knox Central, that was canceled. The Letcher County Central and Pike County Central game was canceled. Luckily, Letcher County Central was able to pick up another game. They picked up Pikeville, who's going to be playing against Letcher. One game that I think would have been a good one, Lexington Christian and Belfry. That game was canceled. Madison Central, Madison Southern, two big rivals up there. That game got canceled. The Pineville and Paris game did get canceled, but luckily Pineville was able to pick up another game with Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. Cumberland Gap's favored in that game. This is by -1. That's a game I really believe could go either way because, it's kind of hard to tell. A lot of these teams out of Tennessee we've never seen.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to tell how that game might go. But
Pineville has a good team this year.
They really do, and they're really starting to get better as they go. Year by year, they've started making progress, and it's good to see them on the rebound. Glad they were able to pick up another game, and I think that's what a lot of teams are starting to do. If there's a chance that their game's going to be canceled, they're trying to look out and reach out to teams who other teams who have had cancellations but are not on the side that's having to cancel, so they can match up and have some games. Another game that Wayne County at Rockcastle County, that game was canceled. One game that was canceled that I was kind of upset about was the Middlesboro and Garrard County Golden Lions were supposed to play, and it got canceled today around noon. A lot of people were looking at that game. Middlesboro, they had them favored by 32 points, and you look on paper, Garrard County was down by they had lost 2 games. But I tell you what, at this time, they're going to be doing the opening prayer and the national anthem, so we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break, and we'll be back right after this.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201. Phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. us. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Is it Garrett or Gerard? I have no idea. Garrett.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Sorry about that quick exit right there. It caught us off guard. They were doing the prayer and the national anthem, so we wanted to show respect. But as I was talking about the Middlesboro and Garrett County game that got canceled, I was saying on paper it looked like, even Middlesboro, they had them favored as a 32-point favorite. Garrett County was 0-2, but the 2 games they have lost, both of those were close games, and one of those games was to Danville. And Danville's a team that, they went in and beat Lincoln County in a close game. And Lincoln, in turn, in week 1, they beat Somerset. Somerset's always got a pretty good team down there. The Briar Jumpers are always known to have a decent team. They went into Somerset and beat them 50-20. I mean, it was a pretty big win there for Lincoln County. So the teams that Garrett had played, they weren't slouches. And Danville's a team that had to take a loss due to a cancellation due to COVID policy this week against Boyle County. Now Garrett County has had the same thing happen in this game against Middlesboro, and I hate it. I wish COVID would go on somewhere because that was going to be a great game. But some of the other games across the region, we're looking at Jackson County at Morgan County. They have Morgan County favored by 7. Clay County at Lynn Camp. They have Clay County as 42-point favorites in that one. That's interesting to see there. What's another game we got there, Britt?
You got Franklin County at Corbin.
They got Corbin, a 4-point favorite in that game. That should be a good football game right there as well because, we know Corbin's a powerhouse.
And at home.
Yeah, and it's going to be at home, so that should be a good game. Who else we got?
We got Leslie County at Williamsburg, 14 points.
Yeah, Williamsburg got the 14-point edge in that one according to these stats. Like we said, Pineville's going to be at Cumberland Gap, Tennessee. They gave the edge to Cumberland Gap. And then, of course, the Middlesboro and Garrett County game was canceled due to COVID. And they also had the Harlan and Jenkins game listed on here. Last night, Harlan came away in that game and won 30-0, I do believe it was. And I believe that game even ended early due to some technical issues and some lighting issues that they were having there at Jenkins. But it's good to see Jenkins having a football team again and getting going after they've been out for so long.
Yeah, for sure. I know those people over there wanted to see football, and it was just a great atmosphere over there.
That's awesome. Another game, Pulaski County at Boyle County. It looks like a lot of people have Pulaski favored in that one. Lexington Catholic at Covington Catholic. That should be a good football game there. A lot of folks are picking Covington to win that one. Like I said, Pikeville's now going to Letcher County Central. And we have this game right here, Whitley County against Harlan County. Used to be big district rivals, and, they've not played in 2 years, and here we are once again, and they're going to face off for the first time in 2 years. And honestly, this should be a good football game. I'm looking forward to good football. I really am, too. It's that time of year you can actually feel the chill in the air.
I was thinking last night, it's perfect football weather.
It really is, and it was like, I was actually here last night at the field. The junior high team came and played, the Harlan County Junior High Black Bears. They played against Bell County, won on a last-second touchdown by Shmar Carr. He pushed it over the line, gave him the edge with 10 seconds left, and they were able to hold on and win that game. So that was a cool game last night. Just the chill in the air and the atmosphere, it was just awesome. And it's that time, I said, it's one of my favorite sports times of year just because you have high school football that starts up to get you going. You got baseball that's starting to wrap up. I'm a diehard Cincinnati Reds fan, and, they're in the hunt right now for a wild card spot. So you got that going on, and then we have college football that's starting up now. And it's just an exciting time.
It doesn't get better than this.
You actually get to go to a college game tomorrow, right?
I'm so excited. I'm going to UK tomorrow.
Oh, man, that's awesome. And even one of Harlan County's own, Hunter Blevins, played his first collegiate game last night.
Got a good win.
Yeah,
Coach Luttrell.
Coach Luttrell and his boys went down to Campbellsville, I believe it was. Mm-hmm. They came out of there winners in that one. That was his first game. And I noticed, I saw some posts on Facebook showing his first tackle and everything. And I said, that's just got to be an awesome feeling. Getting your first playing time, the first collegiate playing time. And, I could tell his excitement in one of his posts. He'd filmed being on that bus, getting ready to go on that trip. And he says, something I've always dreamed of. And it's awesome when you can see a kid go up from playing in junior high through high school and just get to live out his dream.
Absolutely.
I was so proud of Hunter Blevins last night, though. That was just awesome. Looking around our district, the district that Harlan County is in at this time, they have 5 teams in this district. You got Perry County Central. They've started the season 2-0. They got a win over Whitley, 20-13, the first game of the season. And they also beat Floyd Central 35-0. They are off this week, and they play Breathitt next week. And hopefully, because Breathitt, they've already had to cancel 2 games due to COVID issues. And their first game of the season, and then this weekend against Hazard, both of those have been canceled. So we're hoping that game can still get carried on. Another team in the district, Letcher County Central, we mentioned them earlier. They beat Shelby Valley 50-13. We kind of got to look at Shelby Valley when we went over there to play in the scrimmage. But Letcher beat Shelby Valley 50-13, and then they played David Crockett out of Jonesboro, Tennessee. That was an interesting game because at halftime, Letcher County Central was down 21-0, and they came back to win that game 26-24. So
wow.
I don't know what the locker room talk was at halftime, but I would have liked to have been there here.
That tells you they don't quit either.
Exactly, and like I said, they were supposed to play Pike County Central this weekend. That game was canceled, another COVID cancellation. So I believe they picked up a game with Pikeville instead. Another powerhouse, the powerhouse of this, 4A District 8 is Johnson Central. Everyone knows about Johnson Central. They're listed at 1-1 right now. They defeated Henry Clay to start off the season by a score of 60-21. The loss they have came due to a COVID cancellation that they were supposed to play against Lexington Catholic. And they were supposed to play this weekend, of course, and that game got canceled. And it wasn't because of COVID, but they were slated to play Bishop Sycamore. Now, if you folks don't know who that is, that was a team that played on ESPN later last week. And, it's just like everything just broke loose, and all the info you started hearing about this team. The coach had warrants against him. These players were actually junior college transfers and dropouts, and they were living in hotel rooms and like –
They had everything set up on the internet. I think they had huddle accounts.
Yeah, it's crazy all the stuff that's came to light from this team. So there are several teams that have canceled them off their schedule, and I understand why out of safety concerns. But
Johnson would have crushed them too.
Oh, I believe Johnson would have beat them pretty bad. But unfortunately, they ended up having to cancel that game. But Johnson Central, they've got another great team coming in on the 11th. They're going to face Cahokia, Illinois. Being located where they are, they can play some of these other teams from different areas, so they're going to play a Saturday game against that Illinois team. And Johnson Central's always good. They always have a great team, and I'm anxious to see how they play out in district this year. Then, of course, we have Clay County in our district. Their first game against Knox Central. Great game between the two teams. They lost that game 30-22. And then Clay County went over and defeated Leslie County 28-14 last weekend. They're slated to play Lynn Camp this evening, as we said earlier, and they're heavy favorites in that one to win that game. So this is a pretty loaded district Harlan County is in right now. They were in a pretty good district when they were 5A as well, with Whitley County and several other teams there. And like I said, Harlan County, the last team in this district, they not in last place. I'm just saying they're the last team we're going to talk about. They defeated South Laurel week 1, 59-26. And then we had that loss last weekend against Hazard, 48-24. Well, we are just about 3 minutes away from kickoff, so what we'll do is we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. Real quick, before we do that, we do want you to any scores that you guys get throughout the night, please send those along to us so we can update everyone on scores from across the region. I love getting these scores out there for different folks, and so you can, if you know my number, you can text it to me, send it to me on Facebook. You can hit my Twitter handle that was on the screen earlier, and we'll pop that back up here in a little bit. There it is right now. The Twitter handle's on there. You can hit up Britt on his Instagram account if you want to. Just
absolutely
send us those scores, anything that you have, and I'll also try to keep track of the 13th Region Media Football page that Les Dixon does an awesome job with, and try to keep up with scores there. And then we also have John Henson right over close to us, and he always tries to pass along stats and scores to us as well. But we'll take you back to the state. Actually, we're going to keep you right here. Harlan County's getting ready to run out of the helmet. You can see the helmet shaking down there. They're ready to make their entrance.
They're fired up.
So we're going to keep you right here for that. There's something about hearing those opening chords to never leave Harlan alive. And there you see them, the Harlan County Black Bears onto the field and ready for action. So we got about a minute left now until kickoff. We'll take you back for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201. Phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care LLC.
Appalachian Community Care LLC and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, PhD, LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. We are set for kickoff. Referees breaking it off at midfield. Looks like Harlan County will be receiving the ball to begin the game. Mark Lawson along with my nephew Britt Lawson here to bring you the action live. And our main man Michael Scott on computer and camera. It's good to have Michael along with us. Always got to have my buddy with me. He said that's right. All right, so we are set to get action underway, and Harlan County
I'm excited to see how
back deep.
I'm excited to see how the special teams have cleaned up from last week.
Yeah, I am as well. That's something we really need to take care of, and I'm hoping to see how we right that right here. And right there, we didn't get much on that return as the special teams from Whitley County were all over that return. That was number 18, James Ryan Howard, that held onto the ball. And Harlan County will start out 1st and 10 from right about the 33-yard line. So I'm anxious to see how we come out here in this opening drive on offense.
I am too. I think we're going to run hard this first quarter, wear them out, and keep pushing.
And I think that's something a lot of teams, they know we're going to do. They know we're going to run. They're going to run the ball. As we said, we have so many rushing yards. And, they're going to be ball hawking Carr and Hopkins. Here's the first handoff going to Hopkins, and he's going to take it forward. I tell you what, it seems like he gets positive yardage on almost every carry. Takes the ball up to about close to the 40-yard line. It's going to be a nice little run by Hopkins, gain of about 5 or 6. It's going to bring up 2nd down. So just like we expected, a handoff to Hopkins right out of the gate. You know, Whitley County, they have some big kids on the line as well.
They do.
So it's good. Our O-line is going to have their work cut out for them here this evening.
It appears that we're bigger, though, from what I can tell.
Handoff right to Sargent. He spins off the first guy, still digging. He's not able to get away, though. A good job there by number 11, Christian Grubb. He's probably the leader on defense for this Colonel team. He held on to him, wouldn't let him go. So no gain on the play. Brings up third and about 4. So we're going to see what we go with right here. I look for another run. Looks like that one was right up the gut, and they were ready for that one.
Thinking they'll hand it off to Carr.
This could be a Carr situation right here.
Line up in
Reimer
that
gets
same
under center.
formation.
He hands off to the first man. Oh, though he lost the ball. Luckily, it looks like he landed back on it. It looked like he almost got tangled up with the fullback right there, Sargent, as he came through it and knocked the ball loose. Going to lose a couple on that one and bring up 4th down. So looks like this is going to be a punting situation for the Black Bears. I almost wanted to see what play who they were going to give the ball there to. I do not believe that was intended for Sargent on that handoff. I believe it was supposed to be a fake, but somehow it just got knocked away. But now we got Hopkins back to punt. I tell you what, Hopkins is another kid that kind of does it all. He has a boot.
He can kick.
He can kick the ball. And good snap. Punt gets underway. A nice booming kick.
All the way to the 20.
It sends Whitley County all the way back past the 20. He's running down. Nice open field tackle right there by number 27. That is Adam Luke Carr. Good job. He's another one that does a little bit of everything.
Yes, he does. That's such a hard tackle to make. People do not understand that.
And I tell you what, number 3, Caden Petrie, he had to back up to field that ball. That was a good punt right there from DeMarco. And we're going to see now what our defense is going to do here against Whitley County. You know, their quarterback is Caden Petrie as well, and he's also the same one that was lined up there to return that. He's got some speed. He's a kid that can pass and run the ball, so that's one thing we're going to have to watch out for. The big thing, I think, is going to be we're going to have to contain him, make him stay in the pocket.
You don't see that often, the quarterback returning.
No. He's under center. He hands off. First man through, and he has nowhere to go as Josh Sargent meets him right at the line. Nowhere to go for that young man. That was – can't see the number on him right now. I'm guessing, though, that would be probably their main running back, Caden Rose, number 8. He handles a lot of the carrying for Whitley County as well as Brian Leach, and they actually have 2 that are hurt right now, 2 running backs, Ty Hamlin, number 2, and Mason Crowley, number 7, two good players, and they're out right now, so they're a little thin at that position.
Well, that's what we like to see right there. A good stop on defense.
Now we're in the shotgun. He has Rose right next to him in the shotgun. 20 goes in motion. Hand off to him. He was hit in the backfield, but ball comes loose.
But he caught it.
But he is swallowed up by a whole gang of Black Bears right there. They pushed him back. That was a good read on defense right there.
I thought he lost it.
I did too. He almost poked that ball out of there, but good job by number 20, Andrew Stack, of holding on to that ball right there. When he went in motion, I had a feeling he was getting the ball right there. They were going to try a little misdirection of some sort, but that backs him up a little, and it's now going to be third and about 11. So
I love the energy here, though, by the defense.
So
they're
far,
really making noise.
And, I think that they're trying to prove something after the game last week against Hazard. Just trying to prove that's not who they are. You know what I mean? That's not this defense is a strong defense. All right, back to the shotgun again, looking to throw. He's got some time. He's got a man to beat, number 12, and he catches it all the way down at about the 44-yard line. No one was around him. That was number 12, Trevor Downs, the big tight end, 6'5", 240-pound tight end. And he catches the ball all the way down at the 44-yard line of Harlan County.
And it looks like a busted coverage there.
It really did. Just
that deep motion can throw people off sometimes. It's hard to adjust there right when they snap when he's right there in the backfield.
And Petrie just proved right there, if you give him time in the pocket, he's going to make a completion. So it's 1st and 10 now for the Colonels as they are in Black Bear territory. Once again, Petrie in that shotgun formation with
and doubles.
Has Rose right next to him. Rose now moves over to the left side of Petrie. Petrie back to throw again. He's being pressured now by the Black Bears, has to roll out, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds there by.
Count as a sack, I believe.
That was number 20, Thomas Jordan. Good job by him, good pursuit by him to run him out of bounds. Going to cause a loss of a couple on that play, maybe almost 3. Good job, good pursuit by the defensive line there, able to run them out. You see Carter Howard down there trying to get the fans into it, telling them to get up and make some noise. You know, that's one thing I've always loved about Harlan County. They have the Den Keeper section. You know, they had a cowboy theme today, and I saw cowboy hats all over the school.
Even the cheerleaders.
And
I love it.
They even tailgated. They tailgated before the game, had a big tailgate. So football time in the mountains is a fun time.
Doesn't get better than this.
Petrie back in the shotgun again. He has Rose to his left again there to block. Getting some pressure on him. He's having to roll out. He makes a throw, and it's going to be picked
intercepted.
off. What a nice read
play
from that young man. That was a beautiful pick by number 7, wasn't it? No, it was
3.
Oh, that was number 3, and that is Gavin Spurlock. What a nice pick. He just stepped right in front of that pass. I had a hard time seeing his number there because he was so pumped up.
Heck yeah, he should be.
Nice interception. Good play right there on defense. So we get one of our answers right away. Our secondary, are they going to step up? So after giving up a big pass play, they come back to make a big play right there.
They fight back. I love it. That's how you play defense.
That was a really good coverage right there, and he ran underneath the route. Did a good job because I thought the height of the receiver right there was going to be trouble. Reimer hands off to Hopkins. He's met by number 11.
Knocks somebody out.
He was met by Christian Grubb there at the line. He just ran over top. Went straight forward. It just shows the strength of Hopkins. Picks up, he was hit at the line. Still picked up 4 yards on that carry. Nice little run there by Hopkins. Going to bring up 2nd and 4. I don't think it's a secret. I mean, people know what we're going to do. We're going to run the ball.
We're just bigger than you, and it's just going to see if you can stop us.
That's what Harlan County tries to do. They have that big offensive line, some big old boys down there, and they just try to have their way with the other line and make holes for the running backs. Here comes the handoff to Luke Carr. He was hit immediately. Good tackle right there by number 57, Kendall Jackson, for Whitley County. And Carr was tackled almost immediately. May have picked up about 1 on that play. Good to get any yardage out of that as quick as they hit him there. But that's going to bring up 3rd now and about 4. So we're not seeing the large chunks of yards we're used to at this time. We said on the season, DeMarco had been averaging about 10.1 yards a carry. Carr had been averaging about 6 yards a carry. So going to see if we can wear down this defensive line and get some yards on the board.
They've got 5 on the line defensively.
Here comes Hopkins.
They're just
wrapped
sending
up
everybody.
Immediately. Yeah, they're sending everybody. They know where we're going. And that's number 52, Ryan Rose, with a nice tackle there. That brings up 4th down. So it looks like Harlan County is going to bring out the punting unit once again. That young man, Ryan Rose, right there, he did a good job of wrapping up the feet of DeMarco. That's one of the only ways you can bring that man. I mean, he's a man out there.
He is.
He's hard to bring down, and you got to go for those feet.
Just hang on to those legs. That's all you can do.
He's back to punt once again. It looks like they're going to give him a little more respect for that foot. And this one's low, end over end. It's going to roll out of bounds right about the 33-yard line. So that's where Whitley County will take over. 1st and 10 on the 33-yard line. We have 5:27 remaining now in the first quarter. So both teams now, they've had possessions. Harlan, they've had to punt twice. Whitley County threw an interception.
This is the type of game I like, a good defensive game.
Yeah.
And we were talking before, I was really hoping that this would be more of a defensive game than an offensive, because those games are just so much better, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's like the old saying goes, defense wins championships, right? A good defense, and that's what you like to see.
They've got that wing on the top side there.
All right. Petrie is under center, and he hands off to number 23, but he
sweep.
is met immediately by Carter Howard and taken down. And we got a flag on the play as well.
That is how you play that play, though.
And
it does not get better
Good job
than
by
that.
Carter Howard. He flexed as he got up. He had his helmet come off, so he's going to have to pop out of the game, I think, for at least
just for a play.
Because the helmet came off, but I think they're going to get a face mask on someone, it looks like. I don't want to speculate on what the referees are going to call it. It just looked like he held his hand up toward the face. So personal foul, face mask against Harlan County. So a big defensive play that put them back is going to actually mark off 15 yards from that spot of the foul. And I do believe if it's a personal foul, it's an automatic first down. Am I correct?
I believe so, yes.
So that'll be a 15-yard penalty. So what was going to be a big loss play now turns into a gain for the Colonels. As you see the referee marking off the spots. Taking the ball forward. Looks like it's going to be all the way. Apparently it's not an automatic first down. So takes him all the way up to the, it's like about the 42-yard line.
It's still a first down, I think.
Yeah, I think he just said automatic first down. I'm pretty sure that's what he just said. So
yeah.
They're going to have to move the chains. I don't think they've moved those yet.
No, they're just.
Maybe it's just a
It's
first
a
down to
and
start
one.
from that spot because
Yep.
they didn't actually reach the first down. So
You don't see that often.
no. So now they have it 1st and 2. Handoff right here. He's got some room, but he's met
Oh.
immediately by several Black Bear defenders right there. I
Nice
think
hit
he's
by
going
that
to pick
running
up
back.
enough to move the chains. Yeah, that was number 21, Brian Leach. Nice little run by him. Good pursuit there from the Black Bears as well.
Already, this
looks
has been
like-
a physical game.
Yeah, it's a very physical game, and as they're going to move the chains now, it's just going to be a new first down. So looks like Whitley County now will have the ball at about the 44-yard line, and we're going to see. You know, they've kind of been balanced so far. They've mixed it up with a little misdirection with run, some pass.
They just like those outside runs right there. They've got a wing on the top side, and it's tied in.
Petrie is under center again. He rolls
Good
out.
pass.
He's being pursued. Someone was right there on him, but he rolls out, and he throws a pass downfield.
Nice catch.
That was a good catch there by number
88.
I can't see the number. It looks like number 88 there for Whitley County.
Sam Hart.
And that's Sam Hart. Good catch there by that young man. 6'3" wide receiver. And just like that, they move the chains yet again all the way down into Harlan County territory on the 35-yard line.
It wasn't bad coverage by him, but this kid is 6'3", 205, so, I mean, that's just a big kid. That's just a hard kid to defend right there.
Yeah. So, you know, Petrie is showing off that arm a little bit. You know, he's a pretty good quarterback. He's got an arm. He's only what grade is Petrie in this year? He's a senior. It was the running back, Rose. He's only a sophomore.
Okay.
Petrie under center drops the ball loose, and right there, good recognition by Zach Potter. He falls on it.
Ball, Harlan County's ball.
Good job. It looked like a little
There we
little
go.
mishap there in the handoff. Or
I was
not
looking
in the
at the
handoff.
papers here. I'm sorry.
It wasn't a handoff. It was the snap. He bobbled
Just
it off the
missed the
snap,
snap.
and it fell down and got kicked forward, and Potter was right there to fall on it. So, you know, here comes Whitley County once again. They were looking good on offense. Another turnover hurts them.
Yes, that's what's so important about your defensive tackles. When they're putting that much pressure on that center, it can mess up a snap, and just one little bit of a mess up and turn flip on downs.
And Harlan County has really been getting decent pressure on the quarterback, you know, minus the one play where they had the big yardage.
Well, he still had to scramble about every
he really
time.
did. He's had to roll out, but he's a good mobile quarterback. That's one thing I've noticed about him. But
He's patient back there, too.
But turnovers have really cost the Colonels so far. I'm anxious to see if Harlan County can make something happen off of this turnover. You know, we're now at 4:10 left here in the first quarter. A little pitch now to Carr, and he's taking it to the left side, loses his footing, maybe picks up a yard, and I may give him one on that.
Yeah, it looks like he tripped up there.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to have a hole to hit there, and he just tripped up. So
we'll see what they bring out here on
looks
second
like
down.
it's going to be second, and I mean, we'll still call it 2nd and 9.5 if you want to get technical on
Yeah.
that. So we're going to see what happens here. We're lined up in the same formation. You got Sargent up front, Reimer under center. Here comes the pitch to Hopkins. It's a
Marco.
sweep going to the right, and he's got a man there. He gives a stiff arm, but good job there.
Not
Good
a lot
job
of
by
help
that
there
young
for
man.
him.
Yeah, that was a good job on defense there, holding on to him. That was number 54. That is Gunnar Thornton. Did a good job of holding on to him to get that tackle. Because you let him go right there.
Yeah, he had a
DeMarco's
lot
gonna
of
pick up
room.
some yards.
But that defense, the whole defense was pursuing him there.
So we're having a hard time getting that running game going right now. Now it's 3rd and a little over 9 to go. We really need to get some offensive flow going here.
We do.
Need to get in a rhythm. Reimer goes back under center. DeMarco goes in motion. Here comes the pass to him, and he's got it. Good read by 54, but DeMarco's able to keep it, stay on his feet, and go all the way down. That was a nice little
I believe they
play.
ran that last week.
They did. They ran it against Hadzer. I believe that was the only completion they had. It was a 12-yard gain for DeMarco. And
I believe it's 12 yards again here.
Yeah, looks like about 12 yards once again, and it's going to be a first down for the Black Bears now with the ball at about the 45-yard line. I think they really needed that right there. They did a little boost. I think that helps Reimer out as too.
It gets that momentum going, gets our confidence back.
And, a lot of people are going to look at the paper last week and say, well, Reimer had 4 interceptions, but all those weren't his fault. You know what I'm saying? You can't blame a quarterback for the interceptions. You still have to throw the ball. Mm-hmm. It's almost like in basketball. You're going to miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You still got to go with your quarterback. He's a fine young man. I'm glad to see him come out throwing the ball there, getting it to DeMarco for the first down.
Just shaking it off and throwing with confidence again.
And he's one of those young men, he seems like he's not going to let it get to him.
No.
2:41 remaining here. Harlan County now 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Reimer under center. Another little pass to DeMarco Hopkins. I was scared for a minute. I thought they were going to blow it dead and say it was incomplete, and I think they finally did.
Late whistle there.
Hopkins waited because he thought it was going to be incomplete, and he's like, oh, man, that might have been a lateral, and started to take off. But I think they're going to say it was a forward pass, so it's going to be, well, they're spotting it like it was a lateral but calling him down there, and so that's going to be a loss of yards. It's going to
I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm not either. I don't really know. But puts us back at the 42-yard line. It's now going to be 2nd and about 13.
I don't like that spot.
No, I don't either. You're on this far side of the field. They're on the right side.
Well, you can't call it dead if you're going to bring them back. You got to go either way.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I noticed. Hopkins started acting like he was going to run because no one called it. So Reimer's going to go under center once again here, back into the same formation once again. Fakes the handoff. He's now going to throw deep, and I don't think anyone's looking except the Whitley County defenders.
Lucky. We got very lucky.
Should have been an interception right there.
Butterfinger.
We had no receivers looking, but they dropped the ball. It's a break right there for Harlan County. That could have easily been a turnover. And that was one of those situations where your quarterback's kind of throwing it to a spot, trying to get you a lead to your receiver. That's going to bring up 3rd and long now. Good to see, and you're almost in a passing situation now. You almost have to pass right here, unless you can somehow get it to Hopkins and have him just plow his way through there for 13 more yards.
I'm wondering if they won't run him on a short route and try to give him some space to run.
Reimer under center, three running backs behind him. Turns around, fakes, gives it to Carr. Carr has it. Looks like he bobbled a little bit. And once again, good pursuit by the Colonel defenders, and he's swallowed up at about the 37-yard line. Going to be another loss on the play. Seems like we're having a little trouble getting anything going right now on offense. That's going to bring up another punting situation now. And once again, the Colonels are going to get another chance at offense right here. So it looks like Hopkins is back there to punt once again. Quick update on the score for you guys. Williamsburg 7, Leslie County 7. Thank you to Jeff Capps for sending that along to us. Hopkins with a nice punt right there.
He can really kick.
He really can. The ball looks like it's going to die right about the 30-yard line. Make it the 31, and now Whitley County will take over at the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK. Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Still 0-0. 1:07 left here in the first quarter. good defensive struggle going on right here. Petrie has the ball, and he's tucking it, and he's running. He's going to get some good yardage, good blocking downfield for him.
That just shows his speed right there.
Yeah, he's got a lot of speed. He's going to gain at least 8 or 9 off of that run, bring up 2nd and short now. That was a designed run for the quarterback. You know, we talked about that earlier. He was a very agile and mobile quarterback, and he showed it right there. So looks like he may have stepped out at about the 37 or 38-yard line, so we're going to call it a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 now. Petrie coming up to go under center. 1 minute remaining. He ran out of bounds, so the clock stopped.
Defense adjusted.
They have one wide left. Handoff right there. He gets tripped up. Looks like he almost tripped over the lineman. So he stopped, maybe gets a yard on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and about 2 now. I think he could have actually picked up a couple more yards, but it's like his feet got tangled up with the lineman on that run. But now it's 3rd and short.
This team really loves motion, too, I've noticed. They've sent someone in motion every play.
Yeah, they send a lot of movement. And honestly, if you're a defensive player, that can throw you off.
It will.
Luckily, Harlan County's been disciplined on defense so far, and we've not had a lot of penalties yet. That's one thing we said we had to clean up. We've had the one face mask penalty, but other than that, we've looked really good on defense so far.
No, we've improved tremendously.
Petrie's looking to pass again. He's being rushed by Howard. Oh, he's going to tuck it and run, and he's now being pursued by Jordan. Jordan, good stiff arm there from Petrie, but Jordan held on to him, dragged him down. He's going to take it all the way down to about the Black Bear 42-yard line, and with just 10 seconds left, I wonder if they're even going to try to attempt another play here, because once they get those sticks set, that clock is now running once again. Going to see if they're just going to let the clock run out. And it appears they are as they trot to the sideline. So as it stands, folks, the score is 0-0. No score yet. Been a good defensive game so far. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK. As you go.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Evarts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
They're playing. Welcome back to Harlan County High School. We missed that first play, but it's going to be brought back anyway due to a hold on Whitley County. So that's going to back them up 10 yards and bring up 1st and 20. It was a deep pass. It was broken up there from a Harlan County defender. I didn't quite see who that was. I do want to say thanks to those that are trying to send us scores along the way. I was trying to check some of those during that commercial break. But it is now going to be 1st and 20 for the Colonels. And you know what? This is one of those situations, though. It's kind of scary because we know they have that deep pass threat. You know, they've shown it. So our DBs are really going to have to tighten up right now.
They are picking on our DBs.
Well, they're trying, and we've made them pay once. Spurlock had a great read and got the interception. Petrie back in the shotgun now.
They're going to line up in trips here.
Yeah, they have trips to the right, running back to the right, just for extra blocking because he was being pursued. Pass was intended there for their tight end, I do believe that was. That was
Spurlock
number
makes a
12.
good play.
Trevor Downs, once again, just a big specimen out there. He's a big target, 6'5", 240 pounds. And Spurlock did a great job knocking that ball out of there. I believe that's who that was.
It was.
Good defense by him. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 20 now. I'm really impressed, though, so far. I mean, we have been burnt on a couple plays, but we made up for it.
We have.
We've caused turnovers on, 2 different occasions.
Well, and at the end of the day, it's still 0-0.
It's still 0-0. We're in the second quarter, and this is turning out to be the type of game we kind of, thought it would be. Should be a good football game.
These are my favorite types of games.
Once again, they have those trips right. Running back lined up on the right for Whitley. He's going to hand off to him, fake the throw. He's got a hole, and he's going to have a good run there. He's going to take the ball. We got a flag on the play as well. Not sure what that flag is for. They finally bring him down. I think they blew it dead right about the 31-yard line. We're going to see what that flag is. I didn't see what happened. I don't know if there was a hold maybe from a receiver, maybe another face mask. We're going to see what's going on right here.
I'm not sure either.
Looks like it's going to be a hold. And, as an offensive player right there, as a running back, you got to be mad on that because you had that hole, and that hole downfield, it may have cost you, may have got you a couple more yards, but, I mean, you had almost the first, you were going to have a first down.
Yeah.
Don't know where the hold occurred. I think that's what the referees are talking about here. So wherever it occurred, it'll back them up 10 more yards. But that was a nice-looking run there from Caden Rose. We talked about him being the main running back for this team. He's a good running back. So that's going to, wherever they spot the ball, that's what I'm looking for now.
It looks like it's going to be.
Looks like it's going to be right at about the 46-yard line.
Yep.
So that's going to bring up 2nd and 13 now for Whitley County. And they were going to have a first down off that run. You hate that for the young man running the ball because he had an explosive run right there.
And that wears him out, too. That's a tiring run.
It really is.
It was a physical run, too.
It was a physical run. He had to hit the gap, and he had to avoid some hands reaching out for him. But here we go once again. Whitley County lines up. Petrie has Rose now on his left side.
I have 2 at the bottom and a
Comes
wing.
back to his right. He's going to hand off to Rose once again, and he's met right there by – he almost cut the wrong way there and ran right into Carter Howard, who was waiting on him, and took him down. Good play right there by the line. Do believe another one in there on that tackle was big number 78, and that's Will Cassom. Good job by him and Howard there to stop that run. No gain on the play now, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 13. So this is probably a passing situation now for Whitley County, and they've shown that they can do that. So we're going to have to make sure that we're buckled down here in our secondary.
It looks like they'll line up in trips with the wing as the 3rd receiver.
Rose once again standing back there next to Petrie, probably going to allow some more blocking for him, but Petrie rolls out. He's being pursued. He throws
There's
it.
A laser.
Nice catch down there by number 88. He laid out on the ground, Sam Harp. Nice catch by him.
He's had a few good catches.
Yes, right about the 30-yard line. And it wasn't bad defense there from the Black Bears.
No, it wasn't.
Petrie threw it where only Harp could catch it, and he catches
Just
it
a good
right at the
executed play.
sideline. So just like that, they now have the ball at the 30-yard line of Harlan County, knocking on the door. It's 1st and 10 now for the Colonels. Petrie's showing he's got an arm.
He does.
That was one of those passes that has to be on target, and it hit
and he was
right
on the run, wasn't he?
He was on the run, and he actually had a Black Bear defender in his face as he was running. Handoff here to number 21. Good pursuit from the Black Bears, and he's tackled from behind by number 19, Zach Potter. That was number 21, Brian Leach, on that carry. Good pursuit by Potter. Going to cause a tackle for loss, maybe a loss of about half a yard. So it's going to bring up 2nd and about 11.
I'm shocked at how much Whitley is passing this game.
Well, I am and I am not, because, when I was looking over their stats, it looked like the run game had struggled a little bit for them in those first 2 games, and they were having to pass the ball. But I'm telling you what, you got a kid like Petrie with an arm like that, you almost have to try some of those pass plays because, he's been on target tonight.
They'll go on trips right. He'll
Petrie
roll out.
rolling out to that right again, looking for a target on the move, and he's going to throw it over the middle.
Wow.
And he's got his big number 88 right there. Hart just comes through out of nowhere, catches the ball, and scores a touchdown for the Colonels. So the Colonels strike first with a big pass play there. Something we said that was going to be critical in this game was our pass defense, and we looked decent so far. And right there, somehow, it's almost like they ran crossing routes, and
They did.
Hart just came through there and grabbed the ball.
That was a good
for
play by the
touchdown.
receiver.
It really
Hart.
was.
It wasn't the prettiest ball, but it definitely made it.
And, Harp's a big target as well, 6'3", 205. I mean, he just went up and got it. And just like that, the Colonels are on the board. It's 6-0 in favor of Whitley County. Extra point try is up. And it's good. So just like that, 9:28 remaining here in the second quarter. Whitley County goes on top by a score of 7-0. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Nine great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has three.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Mark Lawson along with my nephew Britt Lawson bringing you the action tonight as Whitley County faces off against Harlan County, and Whitley County strikes first here in the second quarter with 9:28 left. They go up by a score of 7-0, and now they're going to be kicking off against the Black Bears. They did what I was afraid they were going to do, come out and they passed a lot here in this opening quarter and a half, and like I said, squib kick, picked up by a big
Will
boy.
Casson?
Will Casson picks it up.
It does not
a bad return right
Yep,
there.
he was moving.
Offensive lineman, defensive lineman, he picked it up and he scooted down through there.
He probably got close to 10 yards there.
Yeah, he takes it up to the 45, and that's good field position now for Harlan County to start this drive.
Can't beat that.
I'm going to have to talk to him in the hallway and tell him what a run that was.
Oh,
I'm
the team
impressed.
loves that too. Everyone gets excited for that.
Now we got to see if we can get something going here on offense. It seems like we've been a little stagnant on offense. It's like we can't get those runs going. See what we can get going here as Reimer lines up, checking his running backs behind him. One wide out to the right. Turns around, hands off to Hopkins. He misses, makes the first man miss. Did a good job there because I thought Christian Grubb was going to grab his ankles again. It seems to be that's what's happened a lot on a lot of these runs. As we hit the line, Whitley County's done a great job of getting hands on the feet of our running backs and causing them to go off balance.
We got a good push there as a line, though.
We really did. Line got a good push.
Solid 6
makes
yards.
The line of gain of 6, and now brings up 2nd and 4. Reimer lines up under center once again. Turns around, hands off to Carr. Carr's pushing his way through there. Fights his way forward all the way down to about the 44-yard line of Whitley County. And looks like he's going to pick up enough for a first down for the Black Bears. Good hard run right there by Adam Luke Carr. Another score update we got to pass along to you. I believe they said Williamsburg is now leading Leslie County by a score of 21-7. So Williamsburg on top by 2 touchdowns in that one.
Williamsburg's another team that passes a lot.
And they're another team that's, they're look to be a very good team this year. They have a quarterback that's got an arm on him as well, and they were picked to win that game. Reimer hands off again to Carr. He's got a big hole, and he's hitting the hole, and he's running all the way down. He's finally dragged down from behind by a couple defenders from Whitley County, but takes it all the way down to about the 12-yard line. Nice run there from Adam Luke Carr. It'll be 1st and 10 now for the Black Bears. They're going to mark the ball right about the 15, but a big chunk of yards there from Carr. A good job by the line right there, creating a huge hole for him to run through, and he hit it with full speed, and they finally brought him down from behind. Now it's good to see that offense start moving now, coming to life. Reimer under center, hands the ball off to Hopkins. He hits the outside, good stiff arm, breaks away from
free.
one, but they have time to get up on him, and they gang tackle him at about the 14-yard line. So once again, he's going to get about a yard on that carry, on that sweep to the right. He did a good job of making the first man miss, but good pursuit there from the Colonels as they got to him quickly. Seems like Whitley County, they have a lot of ball hawks on this defense. They're getting to the ball quickly. So that's going to bring up 2nd and about 9. They may have gave him almost 2 on that, so it's a short 9, maybe almost 8. So 2nd and 8, 7:34 left here in the second quarter. The score is 7-0 in favor of Whitley County. Lined up again, Reimer goes under center. Turns around, hands the ball off to Hopkins. He's met right there by, can't tell who that is. That was big number 52. That is Ryan Rose once again, 6'1", 245-pound defensive lineman. Met him right there.
They have a good D-line.
They really do. Hopkins picks up maybe a yard or 2 on that one. It's going to bring up now about 3rd and 7. Harlan County knocking on the door down to about the 12-yard line. Going to see if they can punch it in here in this possession. This is 4-down territory, no doubt about it. So we've got 2 plays now to gain this 7 yards. We're going to see what we got right here. Reimer under center.
Oh, looks like they're going on 2 there, trying to get the line to
Hands
jump.
the ball to Carr. Carr hits the outside. Finally brought down there. Good tackle there from that young man. That was number 1. That is Jackson Storms. Good tackle by him as Carr takes it down to about the 10-yard line. Now it's going to bring up 4th and about 5. This is a big possession right here for Harlan County.
Big play.
Got to try to get that ball into the end zone, but it's 4th down. Going to see what we have in store right here. I believe they were doing that call on 2 right there, trying to draw them offside a little bit.
They almost had them, too.
They really did. Whitley County, the whole front moved, but none of them jumped over the line.
And good for Harlan County to be disciplined there and not jump.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Good job.
You have to be disciplined.
Like I said, we've really cleaned up some of those penalties today, it really seems. Doing a good job on that so far. Reimer talking to his running backs. Sargent, Carr, and Hopkins back there. Carr goes in motion. Handoff comes to Hopkins. He's going to hit the hole, and he's going to keep pushing forward. I don't know that he's going to get there. It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close.
Really depends on the spot of the ball. Whitley County is definitely pushing like it's going their way, but it'll depend on the spot. It's very close. They're probably going to end up maybe having to get a measure off this. I do not know. It'll depend upon the spot of the ball. A good hard run by Hopkins right there as he pushed forward and allowed his way forward. I do believe they're going to be just a little bit short, but it looks like the referee's going to come out and do a measure. Just looking from this angle, I believe he's going to come up just a little bit short. I mean, I could be wrong.
It's hard to tell from
here. It's
here.
really hard to tell from this angle, but it looks like the marker was right on the line, right on the 5-yard line. And it looks like the ball tip is – there's a little green between the line and the ball. So we'll see how they mark it. That was a good run there from DeMarco.
Good
Fought
blocking.
his way forward because they really hit him after he picked up about 2, and he just kept moving that pile forward. Going to be a big stop for the Colonels if they stopped him here, and it looks like they have. It's going to be turnover on downs. Ball's going to be given back over to Whitley County now, right at about the 5-yard line. So they are now deep in Black Bear territory. So now we're going to have to call on our defense to step up and make a stand here.
They have been doing that. I'm hoping they'll come back with that energy and answer back right here.
Yeah, that really hurts right there. I wanted us to get some points off that drive.
It's good to see some light from the offense, though.
Yeah, it really is. It seems like we were struggling to get a running game going, but I got to credit this defense from Whitley County. They've done a heck of a job here this evening, really getting to the ball and really watching those running backs. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Looks like I think one of the referees had to come grab a marker off the field. So
got 2 tight ends.
Looks like Petrie's lining up right under the center.
It's an emotion.
They're going to hand the ball off
left.
there to Rose, and he's met right at the
We
line by
eat
our
that
big
up.
defensive line. Good job by those young men right there up front, getting a little push there. So now Rose is probably going to – I don't think they're going to give him a gain on that. It's going to be no gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. This is one of those situations where Whitley County, you have to be careful as well, because if you line up in that shotgun, one bad snap, and you're giving away points.
And they've bobbled one, correct?
They
already?
have. They fumbled one snap.
Yeah.
But that wasn't in the shotgun. That was under center. But they're lining up in the shotgun.
The line up in
Petrie
doubles.
has a man to his right. That's his running back, and has receivers out. He's going to do a quick pass there to number 20, who's hit immediately by
Good hit.
Thomas Jordan. Immediately goes in and hits number 20, Andrew Stack. Big play right there. Good tackle by him. He didn't, Stack didn't go all the way down, but he knee hit the ground, so he's going to be marked down just a gain of a couple, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 8.
Well, as the DB, that's a hard play to stop there with that quick route. That's how you answer there. You just make the tackle quick.
Yeah, Thomas Jordan did an excellent job right there on defense. I believe I'm seeing a lot of growth out of our DBs. Really seeing a lot of growth. And they're going to be in a passing formation once again as he has Rose lined up to his right. Just for extra blocking.
Doubles.
We're only rushing 3, and we have people setting back. They're going to try to run him out of bounds. It looks like good job of holding up right there. Run him out of bounds. He maybe gained a couple on that, it looks like. Looks like they're going to mark it right at about the 10-yard line. So that's going to bring up 4th and about 6. So it looks like Whitley County is going to be bringing on the punting team.
And that's just what we wanted to see, our defense answering right there. Holding still.
Good job by the defense there, standing up.
It doesn't get better
Trying to
than
see
that.
who we're putting back to return. It looks like Jordan's going back to return for Harlan County. Standing right at about the 40
got some emotion across the field.
Yeah, watch for a sneak play right here. That'd be
And that's what they'll
he's
do.
throwing
He
the
throws
ball,
it.
and he's got a man open, wide open, and he's
completes
going
it.
to catch it. That was Sam Harp once again, number
Yeah.
88. And just like that, trick play. That was a gutsy play right there.
It
from
was.
Whitley County.
It was almost a safety. It
really was.
half a second from the safety.
So just like that, that was a gutsy play by the coach from Whitley County.
It pays off.
It did pay off, and just like that, after our defense done such a great job right there, causing 4th down, and now it's 1st and 10 for the Colonels from the 29-yard line. So we got to ask our defense once again to stand up here and make a stop. 3:43 remaining here in the first half. Whitley County on top, 7-0, and Petrie back there in the shotgun formation has
wing
Rose
on
to
the
his
left.
He's dropping back.
Another pass.
Good pressure right there from Harlan County. A pass coming out right there.
Ooh.
Good effort right there from that
was.
young man. That's the
their
big
tight
tight
end.
end, Trevor Downs. Stretched out, tried to get it.
Almost
it's gonna
had
be
it.
incomplete, and that's going to be 2nd and 10. But now, even at 2nd 10, 3rd and 10, 4th and 10, you got to be a little nervous now. On the Harlan County defense, you're going to have to be leery of the pass plays because they've just proven they're brave. They've came in here to Harlan County, and I'm telling you, that was a gutsy call right there.
It was.
Being deep in their own territory and going for the fake punt. But it was a heck of a throw by that young man. A good catch there by, once again, number 88, Sam Hart.
And one thing you have to be careful of here is not biting on that pass every time and staying as linebackers and saying discipline to your run.
Yeah, that's one thing.
You don't want to give a good run here.
They got to run here. And
speaking of,
their linebackers must have heard you because they came through and hit them right in the hole. And that's going to bring up, no gain on the play, maybe even a little loss on that play. So that's going to bring up 3rd now and long. So it's one of those situations you're wanting to get a hold right here for another 4th down try, but will they punt it?
Yeah, I'm thinking they will this time, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think Harlan County will be ready for that trick play next time. Make sure people
just
are
watch for
guarding
that motion next time.
Yes. Well, when they sent that man in motion, I was a little nervous. I was like,
I knew it was
maybe
coming
tried
as soon as he sent it.
All right, Petrie back again.
They
has
got
his
trips.
running back to his left, 2 men to the left as well. And he's
Roll
rolling
out.
now over to the left side. Has a nice throw there to number 20, Andrew Stack with the catch right at about the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now for the Colonels.
Just a good play
I mean,
offensively.
he's doing a good job rolling out and hitting those receivers as they do their cross routes.
Those wings, I just watched that wing. I believe it was number 8. Make a good block there, too.
Yeah, it's a good job here from this young man. He's doing a good job. Every time we seem like our defense is holding tough, he makes a big play. He's got 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. He's now looking to throw quickly. Looks like the ball bounces off the ground, going to be no good. Good pursuit right there from Spurlock as he got to the man quickly. Looked like he was also making that call right there, saying, no, no good. So just like that, it is now 2nd and 10. An update from the Corbin-Franklin County game. It looks like another defensive struggle there. 3-0 Franklin County on top of Corbin.
That kind
No,
of
I'm
shocks
sorry, I
me.
read that wrong. Corbin on top, 3-0 on top of Franklin County. So that's a good game there.
See what they'll come out in. They got trips
Yeah,
right.
They got trips right. Has his running back there beside him once again on the right. He's going to roll to the right. Good pursuit there. He's going deep with the ball.
And
He's
he'll
got a man
complete it.
wide open. Harp
That's
once
Harp.
again. He's going to take it all the way to the house. And that's going to be a touchdown now for the Colonels. And just like that, Sam Harp and Petrie twice have connected for a touchdown pass. And Harlan County now finds himself in the hole 13-0.
Sam Harp, this guy's tough.
Good receiver right there. That's a good catch from that young man. And he's got the height, and he's just using it to his
And the
advantage.
speed.
And I tell you what, Petrie is really doing a good job of getting the ball to him where only he can get it. Doing a good job on that after that first interception. Still have a lot of football left. Line up for the extra point attempt. It's up. It's going to be good. So just like that, it is 14-0 in favor of Whitley County with 2:12 left here in the second quarter. A lot of football left. We'll be back in just a moment on 105.1 WTUK.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month. Because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month. And let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe. Because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile. You're on Cricket.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System.
Harlan County High School, Whitley County, with a combination of Petrie to Harper, 2 touchdown passes. Looks like we do have a penalty. Looks like there may have been an unsportsmanlike conduct. They're going to be assessed on the kickoff. But as I said, 2 touchdown passes from Petrie to Harp. And it looks like they're going to be kicking off now. It must have been against Harlan County, as it looks like the ball is going to be moved all the way to the 40-yard line now. They're going to be kicking off. Probably get a good chance at a touchback on this one, but nonetheless, it's 14-0 now in favor of Whitley County. As I said, on those 2 strikes from Petrie to Harp, just they've got a good passing game here. The Colonels do. Here comes the kick. May try a little squibber, and he is. Nice bounce off that. Picked up back there in the backfield. Did not see who grabbed that ball. I could not tell who it was.
I'm not sure who it was. Just got
Number 19, that's Zach Potter.
Just got caught up with a blocker there.
So Harlan County now going to try to get something going on offense deep in their own territory now. Looking at 1st and 10 from right about the 18-yard line. Going to see if we can get something going. You know, we had a good drive going on that last one, and then we get down to right around the 10-yard line, take it all the way down to the 5. I mean, it had to be the 5 and, 1/4 line is where the ball was, but it was just too short.
Hopefully we can execute here.
So hoping we can get something going here on offense. Reimer lines up under center. Hands off to Carr. Carr comes through. He's going to move. Good tackle there by number 12. That is Trevor Downs, the big tight end we talked about. Good tackle by him. Carr is able to pick up a couple on that play.
He had a lot of space there, too. I saw a big opening there.
Downs really did a good job of closing the gap right there. Reimer under center once again. Looks like a little miscommunication, and Reimer going to have to run it. He's going to be sacked once again by number 12, Trevor Downs. Miscommunication on the play. Little miscommunication. Looks like Harlan County, or actually I think it's Whitley County, going to call a timeout now as they have Harlan 3rd and 10 deep in their own territory. So we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Back to Harlan County High School. Whitley County on top by a score of 14-0 with 1:29 remaining here in the second quarter, and Harlan County deep in their own territory has it 3rd and 10 now from about the 18-yard line. A little miscommunication on that last play. Whitley County wanted to just call a timeout to make the clock stop because they're going to make Harlan County try to get a first down right here because they're wanting a chance to get that ball back because they've been rolling on offense here these last couple possessions.
They have.
Reimer lines up under center, pitches it back to Carr, drops the ball, but he's able to pick
Carr's
it back up.
Find some space.
He gets away from the defenders, and he's going to
pick
take
up
it
a first
all the way
down.
forward.
Wow,
what speed by Carr. He's mad at himself, even though he just broke off what will probably end up being about a 25-yard run because he dropped the ball, picks it up, scrambles ahead for the first down for the Black Bears. So maybe
what
this
an
can
awesome
get a
play
little
by Luke.
fire. Yeah, that was an excellent play. Runs out of bounds, stops the clock, gives us a first down now. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Black Bears from about the 30-yard line now. Just a heads-up play of recovering after he dropped the ball.
That's hard to do, too.
Reimer comes up, lines up under center. 1:19 remaining now in the second quarter. Lines up, fakes the handoff to Carr. He's looking to pass. He's going to throw it out to number 17, Sargent. Good little pass right there. He takes it all the way up to about the 40-yard line. It was a good hit there by Whitley County.
Sargent stayed strong too, though.
Trying to, little jawing going on now between the sideline and some of the Whitley County defenders. They're pointing at the scoreboard. Harlan County now calling out the timeout. It's going to be 2nd and short, I do believe, as we come back from the timeout. But right now, we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC. Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. 1:03 left here in the second quarter before halftime, and Whitley County's on top by a score of 14-0. But with this minute and 3 seconds, Harlan County still with one timeout. Couple nice plays right here from them. Now have the ball up on the 40-yard line after being pinned deep.
They've got Hopkins out wide.
Yeah, Hopkins
in the slot. I'm sorry.
Hopkins is out in the slot. Look like he's going to go for another pass play. He's looking to go deep. He's throwing it deep downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. That was intended for Reimer. It was double coverage. Yeah, good job by Whitley County reading that out. Not a bad try right there from Harlan County because, I mean, it was second and very short after that little pass play there to Josh Sargent.
I like the play.
I'm glad see Reimer getting the flow of things here now with throwing the ball too, getting him loose. Maybe the offense can carry some of this momentum with them over into the second half because that's what we're going to have to do to get back in this game.
Yeah, they're getting better as the drives go through. Last drive, this drive. 2 big plays right before the commercial break.
Reimer talking to his backs, goes under center, has his brother Jared Reimer out wide. 3 running backs behind him, gives it to the first man through, Sargent. He flips up and over the lineman.
Late hit there.
Then 53 comes in and
flags
with a late
everywhere.
hit. And that's going to cost Whitley County right there. Sargent flipped over top of whoever that was on the line, and somebody came in there and hit him late. So he did pick up enough for the first down, but we're going to have to see what this penalty is going to be exactly. Don't want to speculate, but that's what it looks like it will be.
Not sure if anybody said anything.
It's automatically a first down on the run. The flag's going to come after the play, so we have 53 seconds left. And this could be beneficial to Harlan right here. I mean, you push them forward 15 more yards if this is a personal foul type play. That's going to put them over into Colonel territory. We'll listen to the official here. It was a dead ball personal foul against Whitley County, so that's going to push the ball 15 yards forward and give Harlan County a little more chance at the end zone here going into halftime. So 53 seconds left, still one timeout. Anxious to see what kind of plays we draw up here for this.
You got to love to see that as Harlan County.
And it's almost like a change of scenery. We're used to having some of those flags thrown on us in the first couple games. And
well, we're in their head now, too.
Looks like now we're going to have a timeout. Whitley County is going to go ahead and use their second timeout. So with that, we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. Whitley County on top, 14-0. You're listening on 105.1 WTUK. Welcome back to Harlan County High School. 53 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Whitley County on top 14-0. Harlan County now showing signs of some life now as their offense is pushed down to the 43-yard line of Whitley County after the unsportsmanlike conduct call against Whitley. Reimer lines up under center. Turns around, pitches
Pitch
to
to
Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Hopkins
A
looking
lot
to
of
try
room there.
Good pursuit from Whitley County, and Hopkins really has nowhere to go. Tackled right at about the 42-yard line. Looks
Someone's
like
down.
someone's
Is
down
that
for
Reimer?
Harlan County. I can't tell who that is. It almost looks like Sargent from the angle I'm looking at. They're going to call official timeout.
I'm
Check
hoping
him
that's
out.
not a knee injury.
He went down kind of on one knee. I think that's Sargent.
I believe so.
Is down. So with this injury, wanted to tell you, pass along a score to you. I got an updated score from Jeff Capps and Paula Hall. Thank you both for the updates. Corbin's now on top of Franklin by a score of 10-0. Corbin, they said they had it second and goal from the 1, got flagged for an unsportsmanlike conduct play and fought back and scored the touchdown. And so now they're on top 10-0. But with this injury timeout, we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Evarts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools. Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-498.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. And right as we come back, Harlan County is going to now call a timeout. Josh Sargent was helped off the field. I hope he's going to be okay. We were worried at first the way he was laying. It might, could have been a knee the way he went down. But when he got up, he looked a little wobbly, almost like he could have had from a hard lick, maybe a concussion. I don't know. I hate to speculate on that, but I hope that young man's okay. He's a good young man.
Got a stretcher coming out.
They do have a stretcher coming for him, so. We're going to pray for that young man. Hope he's all right. He's a hard kid, good kid. Another update score to pass along to you. Boyle County is leading Pulaski 28-7. 2 minutes until the half there. I think that score is going to probably surprise a few people. 28-7. Boyle County's on top of Pulaski. So 36 seconds now remain here in this second quarter. Harlan County has the ball 2nd and 9 from about the 42-yard line. And you know everyone down there on that sideline is going to be concerned for that young man. Going to have him checked out. Not really sure exactly what happened. Like I said, it was kind of hard to see. Looks like our cheerleaders are going to huddle up and say a prayer for Josh. Hope all of you out there do the same for that young man. He's one of those kids that plays hard the entire game, and he hits so hard.
And the position he's at, you have to be so physical.
Leading the way a lot of times, so there's a lot of concern for him. So our thoughts and prayers go out to him right now. Hope everything comes out okay for him. Now back to the action. Ethan Reimer going under center. Fakes the pass to Hopkins. He rolls back deep. He's going to throw it. Just had a man there. It was thrown away. That was number 14 there going for that reception. That's Tanner Griffin. Tanner Griffin, he was the one in there. I believe he took the spot there for Sargent. In a play like that, when you get a player that's injured, it really kind of takes it out of you. If you're a player for that team over on the sidelines, because you're really concerned for him, and here all his teammates are out here having to keep playing, and you know they got to be concerned about that young man. Reimer under center once again, 3rd and long. Turns around, hands it off to Carr as he comes through. He gets the ball down to the 40-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th and, about 6 left on that.
Got about 20 seconds left in the
Harlan
game.
County now has no more timeouts. It looks like they're probably just going to be content to let it go on to halftime.
It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and about 5 or 6. Only 9 seconds remaining here in the half.
Yes, and they'll drop back and throw it.
It looks like they're just going to let time run off the clock. And just like that, we go to halftime with Whitley County in the lead, 14-0. And we still have a half of football left, folks, so don't go anywhere. Whitley County on top, 14-0. They will get the ball to begin the half. Another updated score to pass along to you. At halftime, Boyle is actually leading Pulaski by a score now of 35-7. And Franklin County also just scored a touchdown in the game against Corbin, so that'll make it, depending on the extra point or the 2-point conversion, that'll make that a 1-score game. So we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. You see the marching band getting ready to go on the field. The crowd has already been entertained by the dance team and the cheerleaders, who both did an awesome job, and they always do an awesome job. As it stands right here at the half, the score is 14-0 in favor of Whitley County. What did you think about that first half?
It was good. I think we just kind of have to pick it up in the secondary on our defense. We weren't having bad coverage, just those kids are bigger, and we're just going to have to find ways to make plays on those passes.
Yeah, they are using their size advantages. Their receivers, they have big targets, 6'5", 6'3", and Petrie's done an awesome job of getting the ball to targets where only they can make the reception. So he's done a good job with that. And, so far they're 7 of 11 on pass plays, 173 yards. He's had 2 touchdown passes to Sam Harp down there. And they've ran the ball 13 times for 36 yards, and then we look over at Harlan County. They're 2 of 5 passing, 20 yards. Whitley County did throw that 1 interception. That's one thing that we got right off the bat. We've got a fumble recovery off the bat. It started out a defensive struggle from both sides, and then Petrie connected with Harp there on 2 plays. They went for that big, crazy 4th down play. I mean, he rolled out into his own end zone.
None of us saw that coming.
No, we did not see that coming. That was a gutsy call there from their coach, but you know what?
It worked.
It worked. So far on the ground, we only have 72 yards on the ground, 22 carries for 72 yards. That's way off the normal average for us running the ball. Carr got over 50 of those yards himself. Done a good job, especially on the play where the ball was bobbled. He picked it up and got the first down. And then there at the end of the first half, you saw Josh Sargent went down with an injury. I hate speculating about what the injury is. Did get to talk to a coach there. Said it was a sternum injury. Took a helmet to the chest, leading the charge there, leading the blocking for DeMarco as he was coming through, and took a helmet to the chest, and so it's a sternum injury. So once again, our thoughts and prayers are going out for him, hoping everything comes out all right. But we're going to take a quick look at the Kentucky Farm Bureau Regional Score Tracker. Some scores to pass along to you. Williamsburg is up 35-14 against the Leslie County. So they now have a 3-touchdown advantage going on there. Corbin and Franklin County, a good game going, 10-7 in favor of Corbin with 8:48 until halftime. Pineville and Cumberland Gap, Tennessee, seems to be another good football game going on. Pineville on top, 29-22 at the half. And Clay County Lindcamp, Clay up 22-0 with 6:21 left in the half. If we get some more scores to pass along to you, I'll be sure to get those to you as we go. We still have 6:20 left here in halftime. And as I said, Whitley County leads 14-0. Do need to go over and thank all of our sponsors. We thank you for making this possible. I got to find my list real quick here. Want to give a shout out and thank you to Harlan Community TV, Hometown Urgent Care, the Harlan County Board of Education, Hearthside Bank, Appalachian Wireless, Harlan Fiscal Court, Cricket Wireless, Appalachian Community Care, Harris Insurance, and Monticello Bank. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring, and thank you to Kentucky Farm Bureau for sponsoring the Score Tracker. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools. Appalachian Community Care, LLC, has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. So if you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939. Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Mark Lawson along with Britt Lawson here. 14-0 here at the half. Both teams are back out on the field doing stretches, warming up. 2:45 until we head to the second half. Whitley County will receive the ball here going into the second half. And I heard another updated score. I do believe that Williamsburg has scored again, and they're up 42-14 now on Leslie. Also had an update from the Corbin game. Thanks to Paula Hall. She said that Corbin had a 1st and goal from the 7, went for it on 4th down from the 2, and Franklin was able to stop them, get turnover on down. So that's a big stop right there for Franklin County. So it's got some great football games going on in the mountains this evening.
Yeah, for sure, especially that Corbin game.
We got a good one here. Like I said, it's 14-0. Harlan County had couple different drives going, got stopped on those drives. We're really struggling to get the offense going. It really seems like, our defense, we've not played horrible. Our DBs have done a pretty good job. It seems like our offensive line has good push on the defensive line, but those linebackers for Williamsburg really seem to be filling those gaps and really watching the ball.
Yeah, we're just going to have to find a way to get to those linebackers, reach the second level, and get our blocks.
Well, as a former linebacker, what do you watch for back there?
A lot of motions, the step that a running back takes. It kind of depends on the formation, on what they're set up with. So, if they are in trips, it depends on where I'm adjusted. But if the if the running back is set up on a certain side beside the quarterback, I'll go for him.
Yeah, okay. Because it seems like one thing that Whitley County did at the beginning, they did a lot of motion.
Mm-hmm.
They had a lot of motion going, and we did a good job
We
stopping the motion. It's just the big pass plays have hurt us.
I'm not sure how our defensive coordinator has it set up, but a lot of times defenses will bump as that motion goes across the field.
Yeah.
Which changes everything.
Well, we still have a whole half of action here left at Harlan County High School with Whitley County. Like I said, they're going to be receiving the ball here at the start of the second half, and you can see Harlan County huddled up down there going over some of the game plan here coming into the second half. I'm anxious to see what kind of adjustments we make in the second half, not only on defense but on offense as well. I really want to see Carr and DeMarco Hopkins get going here, because I tell you what, once these boys, it seems like once they get rolling, they're hard to stop. They're hard to bring down, especially when they get that full steam of motion going forward. So I'm anxious to see what kind of adjustments are being made, and we're going to find that out in just a minute as the final horn sounds here to begin the second half.
And those last two drives weren't too bad. We just have to execute and get the points on the board.
Yeah, I am proud of the fact that it does seem like they have cleaned up one of the things we said we needed to, a lot of the penalties.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, we only had a face mask penalty against
I believe
us
so. I think we've only
in that
had
half,
one.
So only one flag, and that's a big improvement. So it looks like some of the discipline's starting to come through. Just got to clean up a couple other things. I mean, I really believe there's a lot of talent on this Harlan County Black Bear football team. And there's a lot of talent on that Whitley County football team as well. And this is just it's what it's always been, a big rivalry between these two, especially, like I said, when they were district foes. It was always good football games, and a lot of those games were high-scoring games, and that's something. The last game they played was in 2018, and Whitley County came away and won that one 7-6. So that was a low-scoring one. But you look at some of the other ones. In 2017, Whitley County won 27-16. In 2016, Whitley County beat us 41-33. In 2015, Harlan County won 50-43. And in 2014, Whitley County won 34-32. Little squib kick covered up there by Whitley County. That is number 1 covering that up. I believe that was
Jackson
Storms.
Storms.
Yep, Storms covering the ball up. So it'll be 1st and 10 now for Whitley County, right from about the 48-yard line. So second half is now underway. Going to be anxious to see what kind of adjustments we have made at halftime.
Let's see what they'll come out in. They're getting lined up.
Looks like they're going to one of those same formations.
They've got trips left, the tight end on the right.
He's got his running back to the left, does Petrie. Hands off to him.
Yep.
He's going to
good run.
Good little run from him, and he spins away. Luckily, Spurlock's able to hold on to him, but he barrels his way all the way down to about the 37. Good run right there from that young man. Heck of a run from him, and he takes the ball all the way down to about the 37-yard line. That was Rose on that carry, and he looks like he's starting to get his legs under him.
It was a good run. Broke 2 or 3 tackles there.
And right there, Harlan County, they're having to really pay attention to that passing game, because that's one thing that's really hurt us in this game. And that little fake pass and handoff there to Rose. Now Petrie under center. He turns around and gives it to Rose right again, but he runs right into the arms of our defensive lineman. That's big number 78. That would be Will Cassom down there. Ran right into the arms of Cassom. Good tackle there by that young man. He gets the ball down to about the 30-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. Brings up 2nd and 7.
You think they'll pass here?
They've ran the first 2. It's hard to tell with this team. They have such a good balance on offense.
Sure. You got the tight end and a wing on your right side. Doubles on your
Petrie
left.
under center once again. Going
Deep
in motion.
motion.
Someone in the back. Handoff to number 21.
Reverse.
Thought we had him right there, but they miss him, and he's
going
going
to
to take
run.
it all the way down.
He'll score.
Good blocking downfield by Harp, and right there, Brian Leach takes it into the end zone, and just like that, Whitley County comes out in the opening minute of the third quarter and punches us right in the mouth, takes it all the way down the field. No passing either, is all running right there. Goes on top 20-0 with 10:48 remaining here in the third quarter. I tell you what, it's going to be a big absence not having Sargent on the field here in that second half, because he is a big defensive player.
Big blocker for offense.
Yeah, big blocker on offense and does a good job on defense. That extra point is no good, but with 10:48 remaining now in the third quarter, Whitley County goes up by a score of 20-0. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Nine great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Mark Lawson, along with my nephew Brett Lawson, calling the action here for you. Don't forget to keep sharing those scores with us. Also, our main man Michael Scott over here on the camera. He always gives me a look if I don't call him out, so I got to give him a little special recognition. I do want to say happy birthday to your little girl Caroline. Her first birthday was today, so wanted to wish her a happy birthday. That kickoff is going to go down. Good job right there by Potter not touching that ball as it rolls out of bounds. So that's going to get a flag and should move the ball up to about the 35-yard line on that kickoff. I mean, that's good discipline right there because I would have probably tried to grab that ball.
Yeah, that was smart. That's a smart thing to do there.
He saw it rolling that way, so he let it go. So Harlan County should have good field position here to start this drive. And I tell you what, this is a critical drive for Harlan County right here. You know, you're down 20-0 at home. One of your starters got injured in the game. You got to put some points on the board. That's what we're going to have to look to do on this drive. We need to put some points on the board.
Let's see what our offense will do after halftime.
Corbin has scored once again, and they now lead 17-7, 31 seconds left in the half in that game. Reimer under center, hands the ball off to Carr. He's met by several linebackers there at the line, but he's able to squirt forward for it looks like a gain of about 2. Going to bring up 2nd and 8.
Not a bad run from what he was given there.
No, because he was met right at the line. Somehow he was able to get free and push forward for a gain there when they could have held him right at the line. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 8. We really need to try to get something going here on offense.
Let's see what they'll come out
back in the huddle. They have Jordan now in the backfield. They have Carr up front in the spot where Sargent usually stands. Handoff comes to Jordan. He hits the hole, and he's using that speed, and he takes it all the way down to about the 43-yard line. I tell you what,
run
Jordan
there.
has some speed, and that's a nice-looking run there from that young man, and going to be a first down now for the Black Bears.
This is what we need right here.
Yeah, they really need an offensive spark right there, and Jordan seems to have given that to them. So nice run there, man. He hit that hole, and he was gone.
That's bringing some energy to this offense.
Yeah, and that's one thing we really need to – the momentum. We got to get the momentum in our favor, and that's the thing. It's been in Whitley County's favor most of the night. And it's, you know, the first quarter, just defensive back and forth. And now, you know, we had the big interception, the fumble recovery, couldn't get any points off that, but now we're into Whitley County territory. Reimer under center once again, turns around, hands the ball off to Hopkins. Hopkins trips going forward, but
not a bad run there
his
either.
strength, he still takes the ball out to about the 40-yard line, so he gained about 3 on that. Going to bring up 2nd and 7. Not a bad run there from that young man.
Starting to see some more light in this offense here.
Any positive yardage right now is a big thing. You got to just keep digging. I mean, you can take 3-yard chunks at a time if you need to. You only need 10, right?
Yes, sir. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Reimer under center. Turns around, hands off to Jordan once again. He hits the hole once again, squirts free all the way down to about the 33-yard line. Looks like he's going to pick up another first down for the Black Bears. Good job there by Jordan.
Another
I tell you what, he's got some speed.
He does.
Nice run there from Jordan. He's just a sophomore as Jordan. Plays a lot of time at DB. Now getting a chance to run the ball quite a bit. You know, he ran the ball some in the game against Hazard and looked good running the ball. Actually,
he did.
Actually got a touchdown, scored.
He runs hard, too.
He really does. Carr now in that lead spot in the fullback position. Handoff to him. He's going to try to bang his way through, but he gets tripped up. Maybe picks up 1 on the play. Looks like he gained about 1 on that. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 now from the Colonel 31-yard line.
Harlan County, we have such a good group of running backs.
They really do, and they can hand off to either one of them at any time. And if they get through one of those gaping holes that the offensive line's able to create sometimes, any one of them could run off to the house.
Well, it's good to have those fresh legs, too.
Here comes the handoff once again to Jordan. He's wiggling his way down, takes it all the way down about the 25-yard line. Another good little run there by Jordan. He's pretty elusive.
He is.
I'm liking the energy I'm seeing from Thomas tonight.
our offense is starting to get some confidence going. Good blocks from the line.
We have the ball right between the 24 and 25-yard line. Looks like it's going to bring up third and a long 2 maybe. Reimer goes back under center. Jared Reimer out to the left. 7:23 remaining. Still 20-0 in favor of Whitley County. Pitch to Hopkins on the right side. He's looking for blockers. And they're going to catch him in the backfield and tackle him down at about the 30-yard line. We just cannot get that sweep to work tonight. We're having a hard time.
They are playing our outside runs really well.
Really
linebackers
well.
are coming downhill, making plays.
So just like that, it was 3rd and 2, and now it's going to be 4th and about 8 on that run. And you can see the frustration on Hopkins right there. He's really frustrated. Can't get that outside going. Anxious to see what we call right here. Another big 4th down. You know, we've had a good drive so far. Don't want it to stall right here on the 30-yard line of Whitley County.
Let's see what they'll do here.
Reimer goes under center, same formation. Miscommunication. Quarterback and the running back ran into each other. And Jordan is tackled there by number 53, Ethan Renfro. It's going to be a turnover on downs. Ball goes back over to Whitley County, and
they are fired up.
They are, and like I said, they have all the momentum. You know, we gave them a shot right there, did a pretty good job running the ball, and now all of a sudden it's turnover on downs. Ball goes back over to Whitley County, and they're going to have it 1st and 10 now from about the 32-yard line.
Well, let's hope our defense can step up here and get another turnover. So they get ready to line up here.
Whitley County back over talking to their coach. Not sure what's going on right now. 6:29 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Still 20-0 in favor of Whitley County. Going to see if the defense can get another big stop right here. Looks like they're taking.
Spurlock has had a heck of a night defensively.
He really has. It looks like they're going to wave all players off the field for a second. So we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. 6:23 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Whitley County with the ball on their 32-yard line, leading by a score of 20-0. Petrie back. He's looking to pass. He scrambles his way through. Got a man wide open. There is, looks like number 19, Brad Bishop with the reception. Catches the ball right at about the 49-yard line, falls down there, so it'll be 1st and 10 now for Whitley County. Tell you what, this young man, he's an impressive quarterback.
He is. He drags out plays and makes them.
And you know, if he starts getting pressured in the pocket, he has the speed where he can scramble away and make good passes.
Got number 88 out wide on the right here.
Petrie gets the snap, hands off there to Rose. Rose is running the ball, going to be met right there by Zach Potter and taken down after a gain of about 6. Going to bring up 2nd and 4 now for Whitley County. They take the ball into Black Bear territory, right at about the 45-yard line. Going to bring up 2nd and 4, as I said.
5.5 minutes left in
Halftime
the quarter.
at Corbin. Corbin leads by a score of 17-7 over Franklin County.
Got doubles here.
Petrie back once again, hands off in motion. He's
Another
met
sweep.
immediately. Good read right there by number 54. I think that was Ethan Shepard coming through there.
He's such a big, strong kid.
Good read right there. did a good
I
job
will say
getting back there.
something that I've noticed is last week we struggled with the jet sweeps a lot, and every time this team has swept, we have came right on it. It's been negative yardage every time.
And I believe that was number 20 Stack on that run. I could be wrong. I didn't quite see the number. I was impressed by that read right there from Shepard as he got back there. It's going to bring up now 3rd and about 8. Petrie back again, looking to throw. He's dropped back, but he's got some pressure. The pocket collapsed, and he's tackled from behind.
He doesn't have the ball.
Good job right there. That was, once again, Shepard getting back there and getting the pressure on him. Yeah,
Shepard gets some energy.
I thought he'd lost the ball as well.
He must have
right
been
there.
down before.
And it's going to be another loss on the play and going to bring up 4th and about 8. Good job there on that defensive series from Ethan Shepard. But I tell you what, we're going to have to be careful right here. They're bringing the punting team on, but we saw what happened there in the second quarter. And I tell you what, I really feel like that play was a big momentum change for us. We had held them. Our defense was up, feeling good, and they did that fake there from the end zone and ended up getting the first down with a big pass. And it looks like, can't tell what number that is back to kick the ball.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be another fake.
They do have a man in motion once again.
And it will
he's
be.
Looking to, nope, he's going to go run
on
up.
Oh, okay.
That ball is fielded there by Jordan, but he's tackled immediately there by
He did a rugby
20.
kick there, didn't he?
Yeah, he really did. And I tell you what, that's scary. When you got a player that can do that, because, the first throw and the first one, the fake they did earlier, that was a heck of a throw that he made. So when you have somebody that has that kind of leg and throwing
you can really do a lot with that.
You really can, but nevertheless, Harlan takes over. Harlan County is going to have the ball on about the 16-yard line, so they're deep in their own territory. Once again, trying to get something going here on offense. I tell you what, I thought it was going to be. I thought he was just going to keep running for a minute.
I was too.
He ran all the way almost back to the line of scrimmage before he kicked that ball. Good pursuit by Harlan County.
He got a good kick there too.
He really did. Reimer under center, turns around, hands off to Jordan, and he
got a lot of room there.
Yes, man, his speed. He's so elusive. Takes it all the way out to about the 35-yard line before he's brought down there by Jackson Storms. Good tackle right there from Storms, or Jordan was going to pop off probably about another 20 yards.
We love to see it. Good execution by the line there, too.
Good run by Jordan. Another first down for Harlan County.
Big hole there.
Yeah, his line gave him a lot of room to run. I tell you what, I can't give enough credit to this offensive line. I tell you what, and a lot of these young men, they're younger.
They are, yeah.
They're younger players. You got Big Jacob Shoemaker down there. You got Will Cassom. You got Ethan Shepard. He's a senior on the line. But you have just so many of these linemen are just doing a good job.
Let's see what they'll bring out here.
Reimer under center once again. Hands off to Hopkins. Hopkins breaks free. He's going to drag the players down all the way into Whitley County territory, all the way down to about the 47-yard line, it appears. Good run there by Hopkins, and that's going to be another first down for the Black Bears. Looks like we're getting a little life in our legs now.
2 explosive plays there.
Good runs right there.
Let's see what they bring out here. I didn't notice this before, but that number 12 right there is their tight end at defensive tackle.
Yeah, and he's a defensive tackle, 6'5", 240 pounds. We're doing a good job moving him.
Yeah. Good blocking by Cassim, I believe.
Nice little run there by Hopkins.
About 2 minutes left in the third. What's that, about a 4-yard run?
I think we got Connor Blevins down there on that offensive line too. And like I said, I mean, there's some hosses.
They are.
I don't think I would want to line up against some of these fellas.
No, for sure.
Reimer under center once again. Turns around, hands off to Jordan, and he tiptoes through the line, takes it all the way down to about the 34-yard line.
He'll pick up another first down there.
He's one of those, it's almost like a finesse runner. Like he's able to, it's like he's hitting buttons on the controller that I don't have. And he's finessing his way, and he takes it all the way down. Another first down for the Black Bears. Good drive. Good-looking drive right here.
This is the energy we need. This is what
We're
we need
getting
from our
big
offense.
chunks of yards. 1:38 now remaining in the third quarter. Looks like we're going to have a timeout now, as I think we're wearing them down just a little bit. These big boys on the line, don't want to forget number 64, Isaac Downs, out there as well. They're starting to make some gaps for our running backs. So we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. It's 20-0 in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a moment.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun.
Back, lining up on offense here. We'll see what they come out in.
Reimer under center once again. Hands the ball off to Jordan, and Jordan's
going to get an explosive play.
Golly, man,
All the way
he's so
down to the
quick to
9.
hit. I tell you what, he just follows what the linemen give him, and when he sees that gap,
He
he's
runs
hitting
hard.
it like it's an explosion. Takes it all the way down now to about the 8-yard line, and we now have it 1st and goal for the Black Bears.
He has really brought so much energy to our offense.
And you know that has to really frustrate the sidelines for Whitley County, because they've done such a good job containing a lot of our running. I was really impressed with how well they'd handled our running, because, like I said, our running game is what we're known for, and they'd done a good job. And then, the coach calls a timeout, and you come out, and Jordan just breaks off a big run.
And we're starting to gain some momentum.
Hand off to Hopkins. He's met right about the line. Probably going to be no gain, maybe a little on that.
About 1:15 left in the third.
Another score update to pass along to you. Boyle County 48, Pulaski 14. And at the end of the third, Beechwood 35 and Somerset 0. So
wow,
it's another impressive score there. Back to the line, 2nd and goal now for the Black Bears. Reimer under center. Turns around, gives the ball to Jordan. He's going to use that speed and follow his blockers. He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet. Takes it all the way down to about the 2-yard line. I don't know how he stayed on his feet right
I'm not sure. He ran right into a wall and then busted up.
Oh, that's not a good sign right there, though.
He is holding his knee.
Yeah, he's holding his knee, so we have a player down. So with that, we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening
There's a
and
flag
watching
on the field as well.
105.1 WTUK.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Glad to see Jordan pop up. Seemed to be okay. Couldn't tell if it was maybe a cramp, maybe jammed his knee a little bit, but he did jog back over to the sideline, so hoping he's okay.
Probably
there was a
cramp.
Flag, like you said, right at the end of the play. It was unsportsmanlike conduct from one of the linemen from Harlan County and one of the defensive linemen from Whitley County. So offsetting penalties, and now Harlan County has it 3rd and goal from about the 2-yard line. 40 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. It's going to be huge if we can punch this ball in right here.
Yeah, let's punch this in and let's get some momentum going.
Reimer talking to Shepard as he approaches the line. Goes under center. Turns around, gives the ball to Hopkins. He takes it into the end zone for a touchdown, Black Bears. And that right there is what we need. Good job right there by the Black Bears, marching the ball down the field with a heavy dose of Thomas Jordan, and DeMarco Hopkins just pushes it through there for a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
So it's now 20-6 with 19 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Glad to see some life on that sideline now. You know, saw some, looked a little dejected, you know, after we were having trouble getting the ball going.
This is the time to do it. About to go into the fourth quarter.
Man, we might have a story on our hands.
We might.
Harlan County going to the line. Looks like we're going to be going for two. Reimer goes under center. Looks like Spurlock is wide to the left. Jordan back in there on this one. Handoff comes to Hopkins, and he's going to punch it through, and he's in for the two-point conversion. So with 19 seconds remaining now in the third quarter, Harlan County has came to life, and it's now 20-8 in favor of Whitley County. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School, set to kick off now after Harlan County drove down the field for a score deep in their own territory, marched down the field, came away with the touchdown from DeMarco Hopkins, and then the two-point conversion by Hopkins as well. And it's now 20-8 in favor of Whitley County. Harlan County kicks off.
Little pooch kick there.
Little pooch kick, and it pops away, and big number 12 picks it up.
And
he gets away.
And he's going to take it. Will he take it all the way?
There was a block in the back right there, no call. But he's going to take it all the way down for a touchdown on that kickoff. And the Colonels, a squib kick that was fumbled by 4 different players.
The kicker did his job.
And takes it all the way down just for a touchdown. And once again, special teams.
Yeah, you just have to execute.
That hurt us over there against Hazard as they ran a kickoff return for a touchdown and a punt return for a touchdown, and here they answer right back and take those points back that we just got right there at the third quarter. I tell you what, to be a 6'5", 240-pound tight end,
he was moving, wasn't he?
He was moving. It was a good run by that young man. So they're going to line up now for the extra point attempt.
No, the kicker did his job. That's what you want. Just have to execute on the tackle.
Yeah, it bounced around off several hands, and it's almost like they all dove for it, and it popped out, almost like something you see on a cartoon or something. They all dove for the ball, and it
just fell right in his hands, didn't it?
And it fell. He came through there and just scooped it up and took it to the house. Trevor Downs, that was an impressive run back by him. And it was gutsy, instead of falling on the ball, to actually – just take off with it. So at this time, we have a timeout, so we'll take you back to the station for another quick commercial break. The score is now 26-8 in favor of Whitley County. You're listening on 105.1 WTUK.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939. Appalachian Community Care.
That's nice.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. It looks like now after the timeout, Whitley County is going to go for two. They have Petrie back here in the shotgun, once again with Rose to his left.
Looks like he got trips left.
Looks like he's going to roll out to that side. A lot of pressure coming. He throws back across to number 52, and that is Ryan Rose, and he takes it in for the two-point conversion. And just like that, after Harlan County goes down and gets 8 points, Whitley County gets them right back, and it's 28-8.
A little trick play there.
With 3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. We'll take you back to the station for another quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK. Welcome back to 105.1 WTUK. There was a little conversation down there about maybe the eligibility of the receiver, but the two-point conversion is good. So it's 28-8 now, 3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Whitley County set to kick off. You know, just like that, we had the momentum after the score, and Whitley County comes right back on the kickoff return and answers.
Now let's see if we can return one right here.
Number 56, Ryan Steele, set to kick off. It's picked up down there. I do believe that was Potter that picked it up. I can't really tell from this angle. That was Potter. Tries a stiff arm. Good tackle right there by the opposing number 19, Brad Bishop. So not a bad return right there for Potter. Gets it out to about the 30-yard line. Harlan County is going to start this drive from there. But with that kickoff return, that's going to end the third quarter. The score is still 28-8 in favor of Whitley County. We'll just keep it right here for a moment. I'm trying to see if I can get any more scores to pass along to you.
Harlan County throws those fours up, fourth quarter.
It's the fourth quarter, and it's honestly a gut check time right here. Are you going to keep playing, or are you going to lay down and quit? And I tell you what, I believe these young men are going to keep pushing.
Coach is getting them fired up there.
Boyle County now 48-14 over Pulaski. End of the third, Beechwood 35-0 over Somerset. I've not heard any more updates on any of the other scores. I'm going to try to find some more for you in just a few moments. But right now, we'll take you back for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Mark Lawson along with Britt Lawson. Harlan County now has the ball on the 30-yard line. And once again, Michael Scott over here running the computer and just like that, a fumble on the play.
Whitley
And
County will have
number
the ball.
53, Ethan Renfro, covers up the ball, and it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Colonels. It's just like we cannot catch a break tonight. The Black Bears are having a hard time getting anything going, and now Whitley County with great field position, 28-yard line of Harlan County. And that's not how you wanted to open up the fourth quarter.
It is not.
But as I was saying, Michael Scott, my little brother and him are both going to be offended. But Michael Scott over here doing a great job, trying to run camera, computer, scoreboard, everything. He's doing about 10 jobs over here, doing a great job.
What
We're
a
happy
guy.
to have him alongside us. Petrie's under center, hands it off there to number 20. That is Andrew Stack, and he is stacked up right at the line as several of the Black Bears get through there and stop him at the line. So probably going to be no gain on the play. That was Carter Howard, Tanner Griffin in there on that tackle. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 now. I think Potter was in there on that play as well.
It was a good stop. They'll be on the, looks like the 28 or the 29.
It looks like almost between the 28 and 28.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to see from right here exactly
Yeah, I'm
where
at
they
a bad
place that
angle.
ball.
Let's see what they'll come out in.
Petrie's under
Got
center once again.
2 wings.
Stack
Goes
is
in
in motion.
motion.
He comes around and hands it off to number 21, and he's pursued from behind. Good pursuit right there from Harlan County. Good
Stopped it every
pursuit from
time.
Thomas Jordan. That's his brother is Tanner. Good pursuit there from Thomas as he's able to make that tackle for a loss right there.
A
That's
big loss at that.
Pretty good loss, yeah. It's going to be backs the ball all the way up to about the 34-yard line. So it's going to be about 3rd and probably about 15 or 16 right now. Good job right there. Like you said, they've really read that motion sweep really well tonight.
Every time. That's a big improvement.
And I am seeing little things each week improve with this team, and that's what you want to see as a head coach. You want to see if you're
Absolutely.
cleaning up those little things.
You got tripped
Petrie
right.
back. He's rolling to the
And a
right, and there is a
flag comes
flag on
out.
the play. Not sure. It looks like the initial call is going to be a false start.
That'll set them back even
It's going to
further.
be a false start. Going to back them up 5 more yards. So now it's going to be 3rd and long, probably about 3rd and 21 is what it's looking like. So you know Petrie's going to be passing right here. So you have to make sure you are on Sam Harp and make sure that you are covering, I believe it's big number 12, Trevor Downs,
Yes.
really well right here.
We want to make sure we keep that quarterback in containment, too.
Yeah, and we've done a decent job of keeping, but he's so elusive.
He is.
He seems to pass really well when he rolls.
Yeah, when he's rolling out, it's not that he's getting these, like, big runs. He's like, scrambling off. He's just getting
He
enough
rolls
space
one
to
direction looking for his receivers.
dragging those plays out.
He's rolling to the
Just
right
like
once
that.
again, and we have pressure on him, but he's going to throw down the field. He's got a man wide open once again. And just like that, Harp again, wide open right down the middle of the field, and he scores another touchdown. And that now extends the lead 34-8. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't see this coming tonight.
I didn't
thought we were
either.
going to have a much better football game than what we have on our hands right now, but Harp has been unbelievable tonight, getting open on those pass plays and running the correct routes to let Petrie get him the ball.
What I've noticed with Whitley County is they're really good with the scrambling drill. I'm not sure if you know what that is, but like teams will practice once they have receivers have ran their routes and the quarterback's kind of scrambling looking for a play. They will find ways to extend the play and extend their routes and be able to make more connections.
And that's really what's helped them tonight.
Well, and that's what I just saw right there. They both kind of ran a slant or an out there, and then they started going seams.
And
Both
I
those
tell you what,
receivers there.
Harp has beat us basically on that same play like 3 times where he does extend that route and runs down the middle of the field. And with his size, Petrie's just throwing it up there for him.
Yep.
And he's laying it out for him. Looks like there was maybe a false start there, so that's going to back up the extra point attempt. Good. 10-13 now remaining here in the fourth quarter. I do want to thank Mr. Paul Lunsford as well for giving us some of the stats there at halftime from the Harlan Daily Enterprise. Extra point attempt. That's a deep extra point attempt try. It's going to sail right through the uprights, and just like that, it's now 35-8 in favor of Whitley County. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC. Hometown.
Welcome back to 105.1 WTUK. Whitley County set to kick off. Nice little return right here.
Still fighting for yards.
Carries it all the way up to about the 39-yard line. That was Spurlock on that return. Not a bad run right there by Spurlock.
He's had a good game today.
He really has. We've called his name several times, both on defense. He got that interception there in the first quarter. He's had a good little football game.
And if I'm thinking correctly, this is his first year playing, correct?
No, I'm pretty sure Spurlock played last year as well.
He did?
Yeah,
okay.
He haven't played last year.
I was thinking they got him from the track team this year. You got him to play.
And I could be wrong, but it seems like he did play last year.
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Corbin's now extended their lead 24-7 over Franklin County. First man through is Carr. Pushes forward to about the 43, 44-yard line.
Good push by your lineman I saw there.
Yeah. That's one thing I do like about these young men. They don't quit. They're going to keep coming out. They're going to keep playing. They're going to keep competing.
No, they're fighting.
4-yard pickup on that one. It'll bring up second and about 6.
See what they'll come out in.
Jared Reimer goes out wide to the left. Ethan under center, hands it off to Jordan. He's met in the backfield but breaks away, and now he's turning on the speed.
There's nobody going to catch him.
I don't know that he's got one man to beat, and he stops and takes it all the way down to the 3-yard line. What a run right there by Thomas Jordan.
Glad to see he's up moving.
Yeah.
He's definitely moving.
Whatever was going on must have not affected him too much because he hit the afterburners right there.
Yeah.
And honestly, he should have been tackled behind the line.
He should have.
And he just
a good cut and win.
Man, that was a nice run right there from Jordan. Good job by the linemen right there, too, to continue their blocking to allow him to get free.
That's what our offense needs right now.
Now it's going to be first and goal for the Black Bears now, showing more signs of life. 9:15 remaining here in the fourth quarter, down by 4 scores. Reimer heading under center.
And off to, is that Hopkins?
I did not see who that was.
I believe it was Hopkins. That is a touchdown.
That was Hopkins on the carry, takes it in for a touchdown. So it's going to be his second touchdown on the day.
Good patient run there.
So Harlan County back on the board. Looks like they'll be going for 2 here.
Way to bring a little bit of life back into us here.
Yeah, that was a good offensive series right there. I mean, in the huddle, Reimer going under center.
Wondering if he'll give it to his fullback here.
Gives it to Hopkins. He's pulling people. He's pushing. The line's trying to help push him over. It looks like he broke the plane.
I believe he got it.
And he does, and the two-point conversion is good. And it is now 35-16 with 8:58 remaining here in the game. I'm going to need a stop on this next series. We'll see what happens in just a few minutes. We'll be back. You're listening on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Evarts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Back to 105.1 WTUK, Mark Lawson along with Britt Lawson. Now 35-16 in favor of Whitley County. 8:58 remaining here in the fourth quarter. A little squib kick onside. And Whitley County does cover that up. That's number 6, Darren Fuston, covering that up. Good job by that young man, because if that ball would have bounced off his chest, I believe Harlan County would have been diving.
Well, I noticed the kicker switched sides trying to throw him off, but Whitley adjusted well.
So they're going to have good field position at about the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Harlan County needs a stop right here. You need a 4 and out is what you're looking for, because at this point in time, the clock is not on your side. You know, you're in the fourth quarter. You've got roughly 8:56 remaining and down 3 scores. That was an awkward-looking snap, and it looks like there's going to be a flag.
False start?
Yeah, I believe it was an awkward snap. I don't even really know how to describe it. Petrie jumped up and got it, but I'm not sure. We're going to see what the flag is. It's going to be a false start. You're right. It just looked awkward the way it left the hands of the center there. Almost looked like how I used to snap back when I played, playing backyard football. I used to kind of turn around pitching almost. I mean, I'm not saying he did that. That's just the way it came toward the quarterback. So, going to be a false start. Back him up 5 yards. It'll now be 1st and 15.
Again, I think it's just your tackles putting some pressure on your center there.
Yeah, our defensive line has had a pretty good game today. I mean, they've really tried to apply pressure and done a decent job at it.
Made some good stops on the runs.
Petrie now in the shotgun, has Rose to his left. Rose is now on the run. He's got room, and he cuts back.
Oh,
he's just
still going,
pushing people off of him. That's a heck of a run by that young man.
Broke 4 or 5 tackles there.
He really did. That was a good run from Rose. Takes it all the way down to about the 21, 22-yard line. I think there is some laundry on the field, though. I do see a flag. So going to see what they call here. You know, if I'm Rose and they call another hold after I've broken off a run like that, I'm going to be mad.
I think you would be, too. He's had some really good runs today.
And, it's got to feel good for the young man, because in those first couple of games, yards were hard to come by for this team. They had a hard time running the ball.
Yeah, they didn't. He's really turned on the Jets.
Did not see the initial signal right there from the referee, so we're going to see what he's calling.
He's only a sophomore, too, isn't he?
Yes.
It'll be against the offense.
Looks like
Did you hear what he said?
Said a blindside block
against
block. The offense.
I think that's one of the newer rules they've came up with.
Yeah, it's almost like the unnecessary roughness, but it's more of almost like hitting a defenseless player is what they call it, pretty much. But they call it a blindside block, so that's going to back them up 15 yards from the spot of the foul. So that's going to put them back in between in between the markers, so it's now going to be first and about 5, it looks like. Petrie hands off there.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
slipped
loses
in the
it.
backfield. He's mad at himself as Rose. He gets only to the 50, so he's going to
slipped.
lose a few yards. Yeah, he just slipped.
Hard fall, too.
Harlan County did have some pressure in the backfield, but he had the pressure beat. He was at least going to pick up a few on that, but somehow slipped up on the turf, and now the ball is at the 50, and it's now second and about 8.
We'll take it. See what they come out with
the
here.
End of the third quarter, Boyle County is over Pulaski 55-21. Corbin's leading 24-7 with 7:37 left in the third.
They're going to line up in trips when you count that tight end on the line there. Sent 20 in motion.
Hand off to
Another
Stack.
sweep.
Good
and
read right there,
he breaks
shaking
the
off
first
the blocker.
tackle, but
Allows,
we still
yeah, that was a good read right there. He allowed time for the rest of the defense to catch up to the play. It looks like one of the Harlan County players is signaling the ball came loose, pointing in the direction of Harlan County, but I believe the player was down.
Yeah, I think he was down, which he was thrown around a lot before he was taken down. But I think he was down.
So that was Stack on that carry. Looks like he may have lost one on the play, so it's going to be 3rd and 9. Defense is still playing strong right now, but the problem is 7:13. And clock is ticking left in the game.
We can't afford to lose any more time.
We really need a stop right here. We got to get a stop. Because honestly, I believe in this situation, Whitley would punt the ball, being up 3 scores. No reason to give Harlan County the ball at midfield.
No.
So this 3rd down is a big play right here.
Going to bring, is that number 12 out wide here?
That's the big tight end. And Petrie is back. He's got some pressure, but he's going to get away from it. He's going to float the pass down, and it's over the head of over the head of Downs, incomplete, and going to bring up 4th and 9. Good pursuit right there from the Black Bears. Got some pressure on the quarterback. They made him roll kind of awkwardly. I don't think that's the way he wanted to.
That was a hard pass to complete there, and he just couldn't do it.
Just sailed it over the head of Downs. It's going to bring up 4th down, and they're going to bring out their special teams punting team. But I'm telling you right now, this kid's got an arm as well. He showed it there in that.
Yeah, for sure.
That trick play early, so you know he's going to run forward.
Yeah, he has that rugby kick.
Yeah.
He has that rugby kick, so he'll probably go out to the left here and just wait until the last second.
Looks like Jordan's back deep for the Black Bears.
We have nobody on number 10
right about
here.
the 20-yard line. We got a flag on the play. Flag was thrown back here at the 20. I don't know if this may be a delay of game. I'm not really sure. Waiting to see what's going on here.
I'm not sure what's going on.
It was thrown in the area of like a delay of game. It was by the back judge.
Is it still out there? I didn't see.
No, he picked it up.
Okay.
He's coming to talk to the
White cap.
delay of game against the offense. That'll back them up 5 yards. And you look at this situation, Whitley County probably right there wasn't set the way they wanted to be. They're just going to back up 5 yards and punt anyway. They only have 1 timeout left, so you don't want to use it in that situation. So they probably just took the delay of game.
That'll put them at about.
So it's now 4th and 14. Boyle County now up 60-21 on Pulaski. I tell you what,
wow.
The Boyle County team must be something else because I know Pulaski's stout as well.
It's tough. That's a tough team there. We'll go with that.
And we're going to have the play blown dead again. Heard some whistles. I do not see a flag.
I don't see a flag anywhere, but it was no. I believe there's one at the front here.
Okay, they called a false start against the offense. Going to back them up 5 more yards. And I tell you what, number 11, Christian Grubb, who's also a big player on defense, he came up like he was ready to throw that ball.
Yeah, he did.
So that'll back them up 5 more. It's going to be 4th and 10 now.
It'll probably be about 4th and 20.
Yeah, looks like 4th and 20. Well, I guess it'd be 4th and 19 technically because it was 4th and 9.
Yeah.
Two penalties, delay of game and false start.
He's going to do that rugby kick. Oh, that'll. Thought he was going to. Yep, he'll throw a flag for the kicker there.
There's going to be a flag roughing the kicker.
Yep. Just a little late. Oh, well, we've got a late hit here, too.
I'm going to wait and see.
They
Let them
won't call
sort
it,
this
though.
out. So you're going to really hope that this flag back up the field doesn't hurt and give Whitley County enough yards for a first down.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't think so, but I'm not sure.
They're talking it over right here. You know it's going to be either
it's roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Can you really call him a kicker? He kicks in and passes. Could be roughing the quarterback.
It's hard when you
talking
have
it
a
over.
rugby kicker like that. You just kind of have to take your chances.
But it's one of those situations, too, you wonder, you know, a lot of times in professional sports you see that it's an automatic first down. Here in high school, I don't think it's the same.
I wouldn't think so.
So he's going back to pick up the flag, and that happened right in front of one of the referees. So,
yeah,
you know it was going to be called.
And I believe they're going to give him the first. They're going to get the first.
It's going to be a personal foul, roughing the kicker. It's going to move the ball 15 yards. So just like right there, that's one of those situations where a penalty absolutely kills you.
Yep.
I mean, you had the ball back, and now Whitley County has it 1st and 10. It is an automatic first down. They have it now in Black Bear territory at the 41-yard line, and you're going to have to ask this defense once again to step up and make a hold.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those penalties that just it hurts so bad. A final score out of Betsy Lane 50, East Ridge 16. Big win there for Betsy Lane.
That's an interesting score there. Betsy Lane must be the real deal.
Rose on the carry. Brought down at about the 41-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. And now, you know, it's one of those situations where unless something crazy happens, time is really a factor.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 5:42 left now, and you had the ball back. And you know Coach McCreary's not going to be happy with that flag. And it was one of those situations where the referee had to throw the flag. It was right in front of him where it happened.
And they are picky with kickers. Let's see what they'll bring out
Petrie
here.
under center, hands off there. Looks like the stack. Or nope, this is Beach.
He's going to explode.
Takes it all the way down to about the 32-yard line. That was Leach,
first.
not Beach. I'm sorry about that. Leach with the carry. It's going to be a first down now for Whitley County. And now they're moving the ball, and
There's about 5 minutes left in this game.
still 35-16 in favor of the Colonels. Clock is still running. Petrie coming back to the huddle with the play. Final, Shelby Valley 16, Floyd Central 14. That seems like a good football game there.
Yes,
And
sir.
you know how I told you a lot of people had Covington Catholic beating Lexington Catholic. Lexington Catholic wins 34-27.
Oh, wow. Another run, but a flag thrown out.
Yep. Flag on the play. Run there by Rose. Met immediately by almost the entire defensive line for the Black Bears. Looks like an illegal shift against Whitley County. Going to take them back 5 yards. Waiting to see if they want to accept the penalty. They are going to accept the penalty. Backs them up 5 yards. We'll have the ball now on about the 37-yard line.
It's going to make it about 1st and 15.
1st and 15, yep. Another final, Frederick Douglass 50, Lafayette 0.
Big shutout there.
Big shutout. Pineville, I think that must be Pikeville. Pikeville,
Yeah,
because
that's
Pikeville was playing Letcher Central. Pikeville 48, Letcher Central 7. Here's Rose on the carry once again. He's got one man to beat. And he's finally brought down from behind by number 87. Good tackle there by 80. I do not have an 87 on my roster.
Let's see what I can find for you.
But that was number 87 that brought him down, and I do not have an 87 on my roster.
I'll
That's
see
a
if I
good
can
tackle
find
by
him.
him. But Rose takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line, and it's going to be pretty much first and goal now for the Colonels with 4:27 remaining here in the fourth quarter. They're going to take a timeout. So we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Appalachian Community Care LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201. Phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care LLC.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Mark Lawson along with Britt Lawson. 35-16 in favor of Whitley County. The clock is rolling. Whitley County with the ball first and goal. Petrie under center. Hands it off to Caden Rose. Takes it all the way down to about the 5-yard line. So it looks like it'll bring up second and goal from the 5. We have someone down on the field.
Was that Castle or no? I'm not sure.
Can't tell who that is.
I thought
down.
I saw Castle make the tackle.
I think that is Will. He was on the bottom of the pile there.
He was.
Everyone's going to take a knee, and we'll take you back for a quick commercial break during this injury timeout. You're listening on 105.1 WTUK.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket.
Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939. Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC has 3 locations offering counseling and therapy to help your recovery from addiction. The Harlan location is 100 Professional Building, Suite 201, phone number 606-573-6650. Phone numbers for the other locations are Pikeville 606-432-5660 and Whitesburg at 606-633-4980. The 4th location at Town Mountain Road in Pikeville is specifically for behavioral health services. That phone number is 606-253-3045. Physician referrals are not required for service, and all major insurances are accepted at Appalachian Community Care, LLC. 9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Harlan Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System. Hometown Urgent Care is open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. for lacerations, cough, bronchitis, strep, flu, COVID, and RSV testing, rashes, ear pain, IV hydration, along with medication-assisted weight loss. Hometown Urgent Care accepts most health insurances, including TRICARE, Medicare, and Medicaid. If you're in need of medical assistance, go by Hometown Urgent Care, where they have the knowledge to heal and the compassion to care in your hometown. Located just off the bypass next to Family Dollar. Phone 573-9939.
Harlan County High School had a break in the action there, an injury on the field. They've taken him off on a stretcher. All the team gathered around to say a prayer for him before he went off. So keep not only Josh Sargent in your prayers, but say a prayer for Will Cassim there off after that play. I couldn't really see what happened. It looked like he was on the bottom of the pile, but they looked like he had a thumbs up as he was going off, but I'm hoping everything's all right with that young man. So just say a prayer for him. It's something you never want to see. You know, it's tough, especially if you've ever played any kind of sport. It's always tough, especially when it's one of your teammates going down like that. So be sure to keep that young man in your prayers. Score still stands at 35-16 in favor of Whitley County. They have the ball down on the 5-yard line. Looking to score again. 3:59 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Looks like the Black Bears are still huddled up over there.
Yeah, I think they're giving them an extra minute to
that's something
regather.
It takes it out of you, especially when you see, Cassim's such a big player on this team. He plays both on the line, plays defensive line, offensive line.
Well, not only that, when you have someone playing both ways and contributes to your team that much, you have to find people to fill in for him too.
Yeah.
Which can be really difficult in the middle of a game.
Whitley County's in the huddle. If we have any updates on either of the injured players, we will pass those along. I've not heard anything as of yet. Petrie going under center. Has Rose behind him. Second and goal from the 5. Stack is in motion. Well, that was Leach in motion, not Stack. There is a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start against the offense and back them up 5 yards. It'll make it second and goal now from the 10. 3:40 remaining in the game.
See what they come out with here.
Clock is running now.
I'm going to come out in trips.
Caden Petrie is in the shotgun. Hands it off to Rose, fakes the pass. Rose is going to take it to the weak side, take it into the end zone, and score. Good play right there from that young man. That's going to put the score at 41-16 now in favor of Whitley City. Or Whitley City. I taught at Whitley City in McCreary County, but for Whitley County now in the lead, 41-16 with 3:19 remaining in the game. set to try the extra point attempt. Here comes the kick. It's up. Man, that was a really high kick.
It was. Good kick.
Good boot from that young man. Extra point is good, and just like that, it's 42-16 now in favor of Whitley County. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service, including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels, including 25 music channels. Plus, you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System.
Harlan County set to receive the kickoff. A couple other scores to pass along to you. Highlands 42, Campbell County 7, Woodford 62, and Paul Lawrence Dunbar 12. Really appreciate Paula Hall shooting me all these scores. I told her she was making my job easy here tonight.
Oh, we'll
And
fumble.
the ball pops away,
turn.
but finally covered back up there. That was number 18, James Ryan Howard, falling on the ball. So it'll be Harlan County ball right about the 35, 36-yard line.
Everybody's getting lined up here.
Reimer over here getting the call from his coach.
Switching the game balls out.
You know, it's one of those things in a football game, you know, when Sargent went out of the game, kind of felt like the wind came out of the sails a little bit there. We got a little life back, and then the injury there to Cassim, it just seemed like it took a little bit more out of us. And here's
but Hopkins breaks a big run.
Breaks a big run all the way down. He's all the way down to about the 21-yard line. Nice run there from DeMarco. Finally broke free and got a nice chunk of yards.
Good to see there.
Bring up first and 10.
I believe there's someone else down, Martin.
We have someone else down. Looks like another player here for the Black Bears, maybe on that run during the block. You know, this is something
Looks like
you
a
never
leg.
like to see in a game when you have, you know, these kids are not going to quit playing. They keep playing hard. They don't, you know, you try not to look at the scoreboard. You just keep playing, and that's what they've been doing. And we have another one down. So with this injury timeout, we'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break. You're listening and watching on 105.1 WTUK. Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Another injury timeout there. That was Carter Howard. Looked like he may have rolled an ankle, leg injury of some sort. And got him to the sideline. They're checking him out. Harlan County has it 1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. Reimer under center.
After a solid
Going
run
to hand
from
the ball off
Hopkins.
to Hopkins.
We'll pick up a few more there.
Yeah, takes it down to about the 17. Another chunk of yards for him. 2:49 remaining here in the game. Still 42-16 in favor of Whitley County.
They'll get lined back up here. Same formation. They'll give it to Carr, but he will be stopped right at the line.
It's a good job of keeping those feet moving. He just had too many people in front of him right
Yep.
there. I'm going to call stop of forward progress at about the 18-yard line.
Got about 2 minutes left in the game.
It's going to be 3rd down and 8 now for the Black Bears.
On the 18.
Handoff comes to Hopkins. He avoids the first tackler, makes the second
Counter
one miss.
there.
They're holding on for dear life onto that leg, and they still never took him down. He was still fighting, but they're going to call him down now at about the 21.5-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down now for the Black Bears. So after a
Wait for Hopkins to just keep fighting for those yards. Though.
be 4th down, I'm going to see if the Black Bears can respond right here. Just to try to put some more points on the board.
Finish this drive out strong. So get set up here.
Same formation. Tanner Griffin now running the spot where Sargent usually is. DeMarco Hopkins is just pushing forward, takes it back down to about the 17-yard line. And that's going to be a turnover on downs back to Whitley County. And just roughly 50 seconds left in the game. Whitley County, really all they have to do here is take a couple knees.
Yep.
And this one will be over. I'm going to be honest. I was really impressed with this Whitley County team tonight.
They were.
I got choked right there. They came out firing on all cylinders. You know, took them a little bit to get going. They threw the interception, then had the fumble. But after that, it was almost like the Caden Petrie show. He was just throwing bombs.
Yeah, he was.
And he had Hart there on the receiving end of a lot of those.
I'm very impressed.
3 touchdown passes to Hart.
Yeah, I'm impressed by Hart too.
I mean, 6'3", and he had the agility to go up on some of those catches. And
Yeah.
like you said, just those scramble routes.
Yep.
Takes a
They'll take
knee.
the knee.
And may have to take one more. There's still 45 seconds left on the clock. Did get an update from Josh Sargent. He's getting a CAT scan right now on his sternum. He says his sternum's still hurting him. So hopefully that young man will be all right. Said it hurts when he breathes. So gonna get him checked out.
Not good.
Glad to know he's messaging me though, so he's doing all right. But Whitley County takes another knee, and with that, that's going to run out the clock. And I tell you what, this is a good victory for Whitley County after starting the season 0-2. Like I said, and I think this is almost a surprising score for me. I thought this game was going to be a much closer game.
I did as well.
But that's the first game, their win of the season. So. And you know what? You have to play every game like it's your last. You know what I mean? Because especially during this season, we saw how many games got canceled.
I was about
due
to say
COVID.
the same thing. You just don't know what will happen.
So it's got to be a big win for them. Come on the road to Harlan County from Whitley County. Good to see them all shaking hands here. The first time these two teams have met in 2 years, but Whitley comes away winners by a final score of 42-16. We'll take you back to the station for a quick commercial break and then come back and recap the action. You're listening on 105.1 WTUK.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Evarts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Harlan Community TV has served Harlan and the surrounding areas since 1953 and offers digital television service, cable television service including the basic package with 41 channels, expanded basic cable with 96 total channels, and the digital basic with 154 total channels including 25 music channels. Plus you can even get HBO, Showtime, or Cinemax, high-speed internet, and digital telephone service. Don't miss anything on TV with Harlan Community TV, the Able Cable System.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding school district. The Harlan County Public Schools is educating all students with excellence in academics, arts, and athletics. Thank you for supporting Harlan County Schools.
Appalachian Community Care, LLC, and Dr. Levon Fleming Richardson, Ph.D., LPCC-S, NCC, LCADC, RPT, TCM, are now accepting new patients. They offer counseling and therapy services with medication-assisted treatment being the main goal of helping you on your recovery from addiction. Appalachian Community Care is located in the Harlan Professional Building, Suite 201, 100 Professional Lane in Harlan. Phone 573-6650 for an appointment at Appalachian Community Care, LLC.
Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket. Get 4 lines of unlimited data for $100 a month, and let nothing stop you from scrolling, double tapping those cats, commenting on those baby pics. Save that yummy recipe, because when you get more phone, you have more fun. Smile, you're on Cricket.
9 great schools: Black Mountain, Kaywood, Cumberland, Everts, Green Hills, James A. Kaywood, Ross Point, Wallens, Harlan County High School. They combine to provide you with an outstanding.
Welcome back to Harlan County High School. Your final score was 42-16 in favor of Whitley County. You know, Britt, we were talking about this is not the game we really expected. We expected this to be a much closer game, and you know, your focus kind of shifts later in the game when you see injuries to players. You kind of worry about them. Was glad to get the update on Josh. Hopefully that young man will be all right. Hoping to hear an update on Will soon. We can just pray for these young men right now. Hope whatever happened to Carter there toward the end of the game is not too serious, because you know this team's got to get back out here on Friday and face a team. Knox Central,
Tough team.
A tough team, yeah. Knox Central's a very tough team, always a big opponent for Harlan County. So we're going to have to get some things right, try to get back out here and see if they can run off a dub on Knox Central. I had some of the upcoming stats, if I can find them, for Knox Central. I've got all my notes mixed up here now. But Knox Central, they're a team. I was trying to think of everyone they have played here lately. I can't remember all the games. I seriously had it written down here somewhere and I've lost it. But regardless, they got the Knox Central game coming up at home next week. And then after that, they're going to be playing Pike County Central on the road. Then Clay County. Then they have Letcher County on October 1st at home. The Pike County Central and the Clay County games will be away. Play Johnson Central away on October 15th. Perry County Central on October 22nd at home. And Bell County October 29th on the road. So, all these other games, when it comes down to it, your district games are the ones that are going to matter the most. So Harlan County, they still have a chance. They're learning from each game. Like we talked about, we've seen some growth in certain aspects as far as, I feel like we did a better job against the pass in the second half.
We did.
I think we adjusted and did better with that. But Rose was able to bounce back and hurt us a little bit on the ground in that half. Did get a couple final stats for you thanks to Paul Lunsford and the Harlan Daily Enterprise. Harlan County did end the game with 2 of 5 for 20 yards passing. 42 rushes for 281 yards. Only had 72 yards rushing in the first half. Came out with 209 yards in the second half. A lot of that was on the 8 carries by Jordan there in the second half. He had 142 yards on 8 carries.
Wow.
I mean, that's impressive from that young man.
Very impressive stat.
Hopkins finished the game 19 rushes for 88 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns. Also, if you look on the other side with Whitley County, they went 9 of 14 passing for 229 yards. Those 3 big touchdown strikes to, I think it was Sam Harp is who that was. Those were huge for them. Rose ended up finishing the game 13 rushes for 119 yards. I mean, he has more yardage in this game than he'd had in the previous first 2 games, so that's huge for him. Going to be a confidence boost. And this Whitley County team, I told people, I don't think, they were favored, like we said in the game. They were favored by 12, but we said we thought it'd be a much better game. But I tried telling people Whitley County's a lot better team than what they think. You know what I mean? They start out the season.
Tough opponent.
Yeah, they start out with Perry County Central, and they lose that game by a touchdown. Then they go to Corbin, and I'm telling you, Corbin's a team I don't know that anyone wants to face right now.
No.
Franklin County got to meet them this evening, and Corbin came away winning that one 27-7 over Franklin County. And Corbin was only a 4-point favorite in that game. And they ended up winning that game by 20 points. Some other final scores to pass along to you. Let me see if I can find them all here. Trying to see all of them. Lexington Catholic over Covington Catholic, 34-27. Betsy Lane beats East Ridge, 50-16. Boyle County over Pulaski, 60-21. Frederick Douglass, 50. Lafayette, 0. Pikeville, 48. Letcher County Central, 7. Prestonsburg, 12. And Phelps, 8. Highlands, 42. Campbell County, 7. Woodford, 62. And Paul Lawrence Dunbar, 12. And then Corbin, 27-7 over Franklin County. Beechwood, 49-0 over Somerset. And I'm going to be honest, that's kind of a surprising score for me as well, because as we said, the Briar Jumpers usually are known to have really good teams.
Did we ever hear a score back from Pineville?
I have not. I was actually going to look for that here in just a moment, trying to find that score. Looking as we speak, seeing if I got a score out of Pineville, because that was a close game between Pineville and Cumberland Gap, and it ended 55-50. Pineville wins that game 55-50. It seems like a very that was an offensive game right there. A final score of 55-50. Clay County defeated Lynn Camp by a score of 40-0. I was trying to see if I have any more scores here. Williamsburg beats Leslie 62-14.
Wow, that Williamsburg offense is just insane.
Williamsburg is a tough team, and they're another team that I believe will give a lot of folks trouble down the road. But those are some of the scores from across the region. Then, of course, Harlan defeated Jenkins last night 30-0 in a game that ended kind of weird, with the issue with the lights there. But Harlan got their first win of the season after losing to Berea in the opening week. But they're now 1-1 on the season. Harlan County now is at 1-2 after this loss to Whitley County. Like I said, we have Knox Central coming in here next week. So we're going to have to get our guys healthy first and foremost. And
for sure,
just asked all you guys to be praying for them. During the timeout, I was actually praying up here for these young men Love these kids. I love watching these student athletes play. And just when you get to know them on a personal level, it's a little different. When you see one of them down, you kind of, oh, man. And so just keep praying for these young men that they'll be all right. And hopefully next week when we come out of here and face Knox Central, we'll be ready to play.
Absolutely.
One key I will take away from this game, Harlan County did cut down on the penalties a whole lot tonight.
There was some growth this week, too.
I've seen some maturity in some of the positions. And, people are going to look at the score and go, oh, they got blown out. But I've seen some growth in several key areas for this team. And I think that's what Coach McCreary is wanting to look for. He's wanting to see these young men grow, and he's wanting to see them mature in the game and see how they're going to respond to different situations.
And we have to remember, this is such a young team, too.
They really are. They lost a lot of depth last year. And, now you coming out next week to face Knox Central wondering, about all these key players that may be out.
Yeah.
So going to see who's going to step up, because it's kind of like that, the old saying goes, next up. You want to see who's going to step up and try to fill the void when someone's not in there. But once again, Britt, I've had a great time hanging out with you this evening. It's always great.
too.
Great when you get to hang out with family and do something you love, watch football.
Absolutely.
And just talk about the game. It's kind of what we'd be doing in the stands anyway. Maybe not play-by-play, but we'd be calling the game anyway. So it's been a great time, and I'm hoping I can get you back here next week against Knox Central.
Heck yeah, let's do it.
All right, sounds good to me. And once again, I want to say special thank you to Michael Scott over here running the computer and the camera and the scoreboard and everything else. He's done a great job here this evening.
Today.
He's a really hard worker. We appreciate him. And once again, want to tell your little girl happy birthday, first birthday. I know you're a proud papa, and it makes me feel really old to know that you were the ring bearer in my wedding, and now you have a child that just turned 1. So I'm old, folks. I'm not going to tell you how old I am, but as it stands, final score here this evening, 42-16 in favor of Whitley County. Much respect to those young men. They played a heck of a football game here this evening. And we thank each and every one of you for tuning in, and we'd also like to thank all of our sponsors. We do thank you to Kentucky Farm Bureau for sponsoring our halftime scoreboard. We appreciate you doing that for us. We also want a big shout out to Eastern Broadcasting for allowing us to broadcast these games. We also want to thank all of our other sponsors, Monticello Bank, Cricket Wireless, Harris Insurance, Appalachian Community Care, LLC, Harlan Fiscal Court, Appalachian Wireless, Hearthside Bank, Harlan County Board of Education, Hometown Urgent Care, and Harlan Community TV. Thank you so much to each and every one of our sponsors for allowing us to do this, because this is honestly, it's kind of hard to believe that we get to do this. It's just a lot of fun, but we hope each and every one of you have a great evening, and we look forward to seeing you next week here as the Harlan County Black Bears face off against the Knox Central Panthers. Good night, and God bless.